Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today we don't really have too many special things to do in Gems of War. It's pretty much just going to be a day to kind of just chill, farm up a little, and all that kind of stuff. No new content today. They did announce some new little feature that they actually were kind of mentioning about a year ago, where it's basically some kind of AI versus AI thing that they're going to be starting to do on their website. So we'll see exactly how that pans out. It's like some kind of little tournament that you might be able to earn some little bit of free rewards for your account in. So I'll have more on that once that actually develops. They kind of just teased it, but didn't really go over much. As far as actual content coming to the game, of course, we have the new legend in the event key drop pool that's coming in this Monday. We also have the new game mode of Bounty Hunter coming in 1 week from today. As you can see, in 6 days and 16 hours. Unfortunately, for this specific Friday and Saturday, we don't really have anything new to go over. So if you guys have any questions or anything, we will be here for a little while, a couple hours. So in the meantime, we'll mainly just be farming up PvP and probably getting a little bit of Explore done, of course, because that is the objective this week, is to go do a bunch of various Explore battles, and Explore we shall. So no mercy on our end. This was the partial soul farming team I was going over earlier that I still like to use on occasion, though I don't really need souls anymore, so I'd rather just go for the straight up quick teams. We're also using the incorrect hero class at the moment. That's mainly because I have to keep my hero class for the current game mode that's going on. The invasions require us to be the beast, so I kind of can't switch into not beast, else that will cost us gems, and obviously we don't want to waste gems. They are precious. Okay, we'll probably get a fair shot poke in here. It's actually hitting some pretty big numbers. So what do I even get rid of here? What's the biggest threat? What do we even have enough damage to kill? Well, we'll go for that. I'll get that down. Go for a Dragon Soul in there. And that will definitely very easily be max souls. And, yep, good, he dies to that. And then we just fair shot and dead. And we even extra turned it just in case it wasn't. And we had another one to instantly kill. Once he can start stacking extra turns, he can get a lot of kills in there. And as you can see, 275 souls. That's not too bad, especially since our normal battle would only be gaining 11. Like if we go over to Divine Isabella over here, which is why I've been using like crazy lately. This is only going to give us 11 souls when we win. So hello everyone, hello JZG, hello Techni, hello PlayerDaniels, hello Michael Bird, hello Imperator, hello D, hello Max, and hello War. Welcome all, welcome, welcome. Do you have anything, if anyone has anything you want me to go over, just let me know, and we'll make sure to do so. Otherwise, we'll kind of just be messing around with a bunch of various PvP teams, particularly the things that we just love using, and just grinding out PvP a little, and a little bit Explore too. I'll probably finish up the event today, so we won't need to do any of it tomorrow, or the rest of the week. Better to get it done and get it out of the way. Well, what do we get here? I guess we'll just go get those greens out the way, get a nice convert. Don't think we have anything special we need to go do here. Again, nothing really. Well, actually, you know what? Let's take the skulls. I know it's against Gurgolfa, but still, pretty decent amount of damage. If we could just tap in with one of these, that'd be great. Okay, that was half of one. I guess that kind of counts, though not exactly enough. So, no alignment there. Guess we just have to go and convert out something like blue. Go get all that out. Get another poke. That better hit him. There we go. Unfortunately, a summon off of that, so that's not going to make this easy for us. No extra turns anywhere. No mercy. Oh, yeah, never mind. We do have mercy there. So we'll go for that. There we go. That's exactly what we need. And he still didn't die to that, but now he will. And that's way overkill. Hello, churros. Welcome. Oh, churros are good. Haven't had churros for a while. Those things covered in cinnamon and all that. Closest thing I've had to them are like cinnamon pretzels lately. Kind of the same thing, just in like smaller pieces and pretzel shape. So I guess it's basically the same thing. I'm gonna switch up real quick. Actually, this is probably a bad idea too. This team is also pretty oriented towards yellow. What team do I even go for anti-yellow these days? I feel like every team I throw down needs yellow, but we'll go let him do his thing initially. It's gonna be hard for us to really get going until. Alright, I need to stop taking his mana. Oh no, everything I take gives him mana. Let me go take green. Oh no, that also gives him mana. It better not kill my, okay, I'm gonna need to do that. Okay, that should be fine. How much damage is that? Only 16. Okay, we're good. Even if he goes for that final drain, we'll be okay. Oh wait, we have Yagweh. Alright, we'll go for that. That didn't take long. Go get that down. Get an alchemist. Did we already get our loop? Ah, that would have been amazing if we actually got our loop through Spirit Fox spam. So we're going to take that yellow. He can't stop everything. So we took our gold already. We can go do that now. And now we can start just destroying it. So we'll do that down. No extra turn here, but still great value. Actually, you know what? Let's go for the extra turn. There we go. That's exactly what we need. And that's match. Get our reds down. And, well, I did say gold farming. That is a lot of gold farming. That is for sure. We get our max gold capacity of 125 there. Or actually, 150 because the other merchant, too. So we get our extra gold on top of that. Of course, the PvP gold and all that. Good morning, Vanek. Welcome. Anyone get the vault key this week? Only from the little reward thing. I haven't gotten it naturally. I've only found like 2 or 3 gnomes this week. Not that many. We got like a 1 gem key, 100 souls, and I think something else from them this week. Nothing really good. I do have my double orb currently from the current invasion, though I'm not opening those till later tonight. I'll be saving them for the nightly video when we actually go do invasions. So we will not be clicking that button as much as I want to click it to see what we get. And then probably tomorrow night we'll be getting the major orb, and we'll see what's in that thing. I believe most of my guild mates are starting to participate now. Need to make sure everyone does at least 100. That's not too hard to do. We're already at 109. I mean 176 with our current amount. I guess if you bought 0 of them though, you might only be at like 90 right now or something. I'm not even sure what you'd be at 0 at the moment. But anyways, let's go back to PvP. And that actually worked out really well the previous battle. Let's go back to it again. Hopefully Spirit Fox won't get us again. We are up against... what is with everyone using Spirit Fox lately? Still really annoying. That hasn't changed at all. Speaking about that, I can't really hit this. That's only a 7 gem spawn. Not really worth going. Again, Skull also not that worth it. So we'll just move that over. Barely get any green because of our banner. What even is our banner right now? That it has a minus green on it. Trying to think. Wait, what even is our banner? Hold up. What is our banner right now? It has to be like a +2 red, +1 yellow, -1 green? No, it's +2 yellow, +1... No, what is our banner? Okay, I need to go check after this. Why can I not think of what banner that is? The new banner? Oh, okay, that's probably why I'm not remembering it. Oh, it's Shen Tang. +2 red, +1 yellow, -1 green. It's Shen Tang banner. Aha. Okay, that's it. That sounds about right. That would also make sense why I can't remember it, because it's the new banner. I'm always so bad at remembering the... whenever a new banner comes out, I'm always so bad at remembering what it is. But yeah, that would definitely make sense that it's the new Shen Tang banner. And yeah, +2 red, +1 yellow sounded right. Yep. Oh, no, never mind. It's the other way around. +2 yellow, +1 red. Close enough. Right? Yeah, that should be. Let me edit. Bonuses. I mean, banners. Yeah, no, I was right the first... No, never mind. Yeah, +2 yellow, +1 red, -1 green. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's exactly what we need. So, yeah, there we go. Because that gives us a total of +2 red, +2 yellow. +1 red off of Alchemist, +1 red from another one off the banner, and the +2 yellow off a banner. That gives both of them +2, +2. Hey, the annoying next team, but should be okay. As long as we get a good convert on blue or green, converting those out so he doesn't get to use them. It's the main thing we need to go do there. Also, hello, Lexia, welcome. You have Elamagrim, Fairshraw, and Furnace. Should you craft Wordbreaker now, or trait for wait for Famine or something else? Oh yeah, I would definitely go Wordbreaker. Famine's not as worth going for anymore due to changes that were made the most recent patch. A lot of troops have immune to mana drain now, so it's a lot harder to use a Famine than what it used to be. He's still quite usable, still quite decent, though the situations you would use him for are not as many as what it used to be. Still a nice thing to have, but I wouldn't really go out of your way for it. It's nowhere as strong as a Wordbreaker these days. But yeah, oh, I didn't see we were frozen. Oh wait, I just realized we don't have anti-freeze on this team. Oh no! Oh, we're dead. We are so done here then. Rip, I forgot. This team doesn't carry anti-freeze. That's actually probably one of the reasons why I haven't been using it as much compared to the other one. The other one has like 2.3 anti-freezes. This one has 0. Well, at least Queen Titania could still get it if it actually could find an extra turn. Problem is, it can't find an extra turn. We'll go throw this down just to clear up this board some. And, well, this isn't an extra turn, but, oh, that is. We'll go for that. If nothing else, it removes a bunch of barrier. Get most of our mana back, and hopefully get a recast. If he could stop freezing us, that'd be great. We'll throw an Alchemist here, because we need one. And he's still alive, barely, so we'll go get that down. Still frozen, though, on pretty much everything. She's frozen now, too, so I can't even go for her ability, or it's going to get stopped. Never mind, I got nixed as well. Okay, we did get unfrozen. So if we could somehow get alignment right now, that'd be great. That is not alignment, but I don't really have a choice but to take it. And I think that's enough boost ratio off the HP to kill, and yes it is. So now it's just 2 versus 2, though he has mass barrier, so very unlikely we win. Is that enough to kill? No, it is not. He does get to live, barely. Ever so barely, but that is all we need to win, is him barely living. Okay. This is definitely not that likely of a win, though. But we'll go see what we can do here. Oh, doesn't help giving him that much mana. This will barely do anything, though it will steal some magic, which will bring it into range of not dead. I can't take those greens, actually, because of him being frozen. And that's his death. Never mind, he didn't go for it for whatever reason. Maybe we can extra turn it. Never mind, even if we did, we're frozen. Again, he didn't go for it, surprising. Though, unless we can get a skull right here, right now, it doesn't matter. Though there is one chance that we can get it. Come on, magical skull! That is not a magical skull! Okay, that's match. We lost. Rip. And that's probably why I don't use that team. Yeah, it's way too bad against freeze. Yeah, those divines. The divines just work so well. The full divine team. It has everything you would ever want from a team. It's really nice. Wonder if they're ever going to nerf anything on this team. Really, the only thing that really needs nerfing is Infernus on this team. Everything else is kind of in line. Though Diviner is quite a bit above average as far as all the utilities that it has on top of it. It's really random in which one it will give. But it does so many that you can just infinitely loop it and it'll eventually give you the one you want. Alright, that'll be full mana right there. So we'll go get that. That gives us enchant. And I kind of need the cleanse there, though we could easily get that off of these, so that's not too big a deal. Let's go throw that down. And what did that die do? Did he seriously just die to burn? Probably. And down it goes. What is this image of which you post? Let's see. What on earth is that? What was that a reference to? What was that a reference to? Oh, 4 Vault Keys and you got the Sparkle. Very nice. Yeah, we're... How many Vault Keys now? 10, 11, 12? And we still haven't gotten a single one of him yet. Cauldron Sparkle Sack. I mean, what is his name is? Sparkle Sack. Something... Yeah, Cedric Sparkle Sack. That's his name. And advice for a new player level 90 that is starting to have a lot of trouble in PvP. If you're starting to have a lot of trouble in PvP, one of the best things I could suggest is going to explore some. I mean, not explore, sorry, my bad. Going to treasure hunt some. Treasure hunt gives you a lot of resources without actually giving you EXP. And this works really nice because how PvP bracketing works, particularly earlier on in the game, it goes off of many factors, but one of the main factors it goes on is your current hero level. So if you maintain a very low hero level, you will have slightly easier battles. And one thing that's nice about Treasure Hunt is it gives you no EXP while simultaneously giving you resources. So you'll still be able to progress the account while also keeping easier battles for both Arena and PvP. And that's one of the easiest ways to kind of work around it. As far as getting up troops that can do it, well, hopefully you'll get some off of Treasure Hunt and such. But, and also just being in a nice guild that will, or, you know, just a basic guild that will help give you some resources. That's always pretty good to do. But as far as actually getting through PvP and such, look for troops that have really high boost ratios. Boost ratios are mainly balanced to work more towards the mid-game to late game. And there are quite a few of them that can be very strong earlier on in the game. And utilizing them is one of the easier ways of passing through most of the early game content. Also, hello Dark Owl, welcome. Hello Steve, hello Headless, hello Captain. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, it's a bottle of antifreeze. Why did I not get that immediately? That joke completely went over my head initially. just from looking at it. But yeah, that totally makes sense. Great joke there. If only I would get it. But yes, that is good. That was really good. Let's see. You got 2,500 gold from a gnome. Yeah, I hate when he gives gold. From what we found earlier, it's basically a 50% chance that he'll give you either gold or souls, which are both completely useless. And then the other 50% is everything else that he has. Alright, we'll go through that then. Your best teams had Gorgolfa, Flame Troll, Titania, Yagwe. You don't have Gorgolfa. Is there a good sub? Cockatrice, whatever that thing is called. That one brown, yellow, 10 mana cost troop. That's normally an okay replacement for Gorgolfa. Though then again, it normally requires having a brown troop behind it, and that one doesn't necessarily have one. You could try Ragnagord if you have that. It's not exactly the same as a Gorgolfa, but it's pretty close. Also, if you don't have that, you can go Mountain Crusher as well if you have that hero weapon. I believe you get it at about 35 brown hero mastery, somewhere around there. That hero weapon is also pretty good at exploding. Basically, anything that's a mass exploder will give you a lot of mana, and it's good for feeding your team when they have every single color on it, since you can get a nice variety in there. Can we not kill him with a single skill poke right now? Yeah, we can. There we go. That actually gave us alignment by doing that. Interesting. I'll take it, though. Still got breakfast in my teeth. I actually did eat breakfast for once, surprisingly. Very rare that I actually ever do. But, yeah. Had a porkle, egg, and cheese. Also, if any of you never had a porkle, egg, and cheese, definitely go get a porkle, egg, and cheese. A couple of weeks back, I ended up finally finding a deli around me that, hey, a gnome, that actually sells porkle. Really hard to find down south, but used to have it all the time in New Jersey. Let's see. Also, I don't have anything. I don't have them here, but it's also really good on everything bagels and cinnamon bagels. Let's see. I've had it probably on every possible type of bagel as well. Alright, we'll just go move that down. Get a Mercy down. That gives it the full. What do we even need here at this point? I guess just throw down the Infernus and... Oops, I guess we moved that. Guess it didn't really matter. We'll go through the Infernus here. Need that gnome to go down. He better not... Oh! Oh! He got close. He's trying. He's trying. Oh! He's really trying. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. Wait. Wait. He could get away. Has a gnome actually gotten away from me before? I can't even remember if that has happened. Rip. Hold up. He just agiled my double skull poke. What's the game plan here? I guess I'd take the blue skull and hope we get lucky? That seems to be the way to go here. Okay, good. We did get lucky. Well, that saved us barely. But we'll go throw Infernus down. And, wow, that was close. He almost got away. That would have been pretty unfortunate. We'll go get rid of reds here. What does that give us? Just Infernus, I guess. Well, it won't matter. It's a pretty easy win from there regardless. And what do we get from the gnome? Only 5 gems. Nothing good. That 5 gems better than no gems. Hey, revenge battle. We'll go take that. Hello, Aaron. Welcome. Have you tried Stonebreaker, Forest Guardian, Giant Spider, Hellcat? I have not for invasions. We could definitely give it a shot later on. I don't see why not. Okay. If I remember. But yeah, definitely remind me later tonight if I do forget. I'll definitely be trying again the previous team that we're using for at least one battle, because that ended up working out very nicely. And then I can kind of compare it to it. And any other teams that people might suggest by then. Yeah, we'll go convert that over. Go move that one. I do like Invasion 2 in that it does have quite a few more options than what the other game mode has. Oh, what's it called? raids. The main reason being is kingdoms don't normally have that many options. More often than not, kingdoms have around 10 to about, let's say, 18 or so troops, whereas a troop type could have anywhere from like 30 plus. So you almost have twice as many selection to actually choose from, which is kind of cool. Not every troop type out there, but there's definitely a lot more troops with heavy troop typing than there is the other way around, so it ends up working out. Okay, let's go and how do we do this? I guess we'll go for the brown here, get that converted. Obviously that one def isn't going over the best. Why is 4 times Dragon Soul doing so good against me lately? Every time I keep seeing it, it keeps doing, it keeps getting a kill. Sometimes multiple kills. It's really weird. I wouldn't really expect that to actually be something that would be a threat, but apparently it is. We'll go move that over and go get another poke at him, and that's pretty much match. 2 fin rare. I don't think you would ever need 2 fin rare in that game mode, or in Bounty Hunter this week. Doesn't seem like it's really that needed. And anyway, skull and down he goes. 2 times fin rare, Forest. Oh yeah. 2 times Aurora wouldn't be too bad of an idea though. Like 2 Aurora with a fin rare and maybe like the stone guy up front. That wouldn't be horrible. We could give it a shot too. That would be pretty funny. Mass mana and then just keep spamming his ability. I keep finding his skulls to be a lot better than his actual ability though. Forest Guardian has been very useful for that. What do we even do here? The move I want to do isn't good. So I'll just take a brown, I guess. Also, thank you, Jan, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Alright, we're going to take the greens down there. Go from there. Also, good morning, Zidicus. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, we'll go get that down. Throw an Infernus down. Yeah, I don't really even have any plans for this weekend either. My week's kind of bland this week. Nothing happening in Gems of War and nothing happening in my normal life. It's just like such a generic week this week. Okay, he'll do whatever. The only slightly exciting thing was this haircut. Or I should say shave. It's like the only thing that even happened this week. We'll go throw down the Mercy. And what do I even need here? Go throw that down. Move over to reds. What do I even need? Anything? I guess we just throw in Furnace. When in doubt, throw the board clear. And go again, and that's definitely match. Hello, RapPF, welcome. Actually didn't get that much sleep last night, which is why I'm actually drinking soda right now. I try to stay away from it as much as possible. But, yeah, I definitely need the caffeine. Got like 3 hours of sleep. It was because, I don't know, I just couldn't get to bed. It just wasn't working that well. Okay, we'll go and move that up. Got the run and furnace down. Good morning, Remy. Ontario, interesting. I've never been to Ontario. I've been to Toronto. That's as far north as I've gone. I've been all across the East Coast. Been as, or almost. I've been as south as Florida and as north as Toronto, Canada. Have yet to leave the Eastern Standard Time Zone yet, but been pretty much all the way through it, other than South America. Haven't gone that far yet. But yeah, I've never been to Europe, never been to a lot of places, obviously. I also don't know any language other than English, so that does limit it some. Okay, what do I even throw here? I guess we'll just go for the Infernus. Get that down. Oh, that is not what I want to see. You're only 40% chance to devour. Stop 100%ing. We'll go back to that. Then again, that's the first cast I've seen him do for a while. If he does it twice in a row, that's definitely 100%ing. We'll go and take that. See if we can get a Mercy here. No. But we can get another Infernus, so that's actually the kill. And down he goes. It actually almost wasn't, but I had a feeling it would hit enough. Normally it does. If there was like 8 skulls on the board, it's probably going to hit all of them with 5 explosions, or at least 5. They only need to hit 5 of them, actually. 5 of the 8. Good morning, Roy. Welcome. Please, you don't know English. Haha. I know English. Barely. Well, let's see. What do we even have here? We'll go throw that down. It's like I don't even know one language yet. Let's see. Go move that. Take that down. Throw the Infernus down. See what else we can get here. Yeah, we got that. We'll go for that. See what else we can kind of throw in here. Nothing else over there. Throw an Infernus. And yeah, that is alignment. Perfect. And oh, why did you gotta live with like 1 HP? Alignment? Somewheres? There has to be. There's no way there's none. There we go. And then that's match. Oh, 56 each too. That is way overkill. That is beyond overkill right there. Perfect. And what do we get? Anything good? Nope. Normal stuff. Normal old useless stuff. But the gold shall keep stacking. Hey, we might be able to reach 5 million by the end of this stream. Speaking of 5 million, even though this has no relation to it, let's go see how much more we need on the event. I guess we'll go get a little bit on the event. I do want to try completing that today. And if not, I guess we'll finish out a little bit of it tomorrow. It's not really that big a deal, but I do want to get it done. Get the event grind done this week. It's a lot more valuable since the most recent patch. Not sure what else they might be switching it to and what other rewards, but this is the second week in a row that it's been 7 gems for the second to last task and 120 gems for the final thing. I mean 7 gem keys and then 120 gems, I meant to say. That I think I just said 7 gems. That would definitely not be that big of a reward. But 7 gem keys definitely is. We'll go through the firebomb there if it will let me click. Get the Rowan in there. That's definitely way overkill. We even get a map out of it. Not like we really need it. That's not even that good since maps are pretty useless to us. Let's go right back in and keep going. Probably going to farm these just to keep for now, and then we'll revisit them a little bit later. But it's something we got to get done this week eventually, so might as well get it done now. Of course, trying to specifically farm treasure gnomes isn't really that useful since they're not really that common now that it's not the event week for it, though hopefully we'll find at least a few more during the stream. We'll just have to see how lucky or unlucky we get. Though we've been doing okay lately. I think the normal drop rate when they're not during the event is 1 in 30. Though it definitely doesn't feel like 1 in 30. It feels like 1 in 50, 1 in 60, but it might be. Yeah, pretty lucky on the first one. That was like on what, our 6th battle or so, 7th. So we're currently ahead of the curve by a little bit. Though we could easily go all these explore battles right here and not get a single one of them. Hello, command mode. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we'll go through that down. Use Sunbird, Firebomb, Ogryn, Forest Guardian. Yep, that's why I was using earlier. We kind of retired it a little bit though. Mainly because I wanted to switch into this. This has always been my personal favorite for it actually. But yeah, the Forest Guardian team we were using for a good majority of the gnome farming. Because it actually technically is quicker than this team. I just, for whatever reason, prefer this team. I don't know, it's just something about it that I kind of like. Even if it is a little bit slower, just the way that it works, I actually prefer as a team. Even though it's slightly less efficient. What do we even need here? Go throw Firebomb down. That doesn't actually give us full mana. Of course, with Forest Guardian, that would be full mana. I just like having cleanup, so if they automatically summon something, we just get the extra cast afterwards. Very rarely is that actually needed, but I don't know. I just always like having as an option. Also, we could do that. That's always funny, too. Reminds me of whenever I use Valkyrie with it, because with a Valkyrie, you can easily get the Valkyrie up, like, immediately, do that into a Rowan, and that's how I used to instant kill with it. I don't do that anymore, though. I mainly just did that while I needed souls. I'll go throw that down, and that is way overkill, and we actually turned it too, perfect. And down it goes. Ideally, he'll always extra turn, though, of course, that doesn't happen. Hello, Michael! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, and Elma Grimm. I haven't used many Elma Grimm's teams as of recently. Biggest issue is, again, similar to many things in the game, he just completely gets destroyed when frozen. And there really isn't any current workaround for that. I don't think a single daemon has cleanse. And if so, it's like 1 and it's probably useless. But yeah, there aren't too many daemon cleanses that can synergize with him. And you can't use like a mercy or something. And a good majority of divines don't really work with him. And most divines are the ones that have cleanse. It's why the diviner team normally works so good. Because basically everything you would ever use on the team just constantly has cleanse. So if you come up to freeze, which might hard counter your loop, you don't even need to deal with it because you have so much counter to it. So much anti-freeze. Hello, September Blake. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, well, we'll go through that down. But yeah, do you guys have anything special planned for the weekends? I know I don't. Yeah, what are you guys' plans these days? I'll go throw a sunbird down. And there we go. Also, we'll have 2 redeem codes later during the stream as well, as we normally do. So move that. Go get that down. Take the purple. Throw the sunbird. And keep moving on. You're gonna file your taxes this weekend? Yeah, I still haven't bothered doing mine yet. I barely even make that much these days, though. I think I'm still making so little at the moment that I think I could still be claimed as a dependent because it's like just at the threshold. So that'll actually work out quite perfectly because we'd end up saving quite a bit more money that way. I think I'm like right at the limit. Like just barely. Whatever the limit is, I think I'm like $100 below it or something. We'll go throw the sunbird down. What do we even need here? Get sunbird. Give us all the redeem codes. I have like 30 redeem codes right now. That would not be a good idea. I have accidentally leaked it before though. But I've gone through a different system now that doesn't really ever have the chance of leaking them. Well, actually, it kind of still does, but I have a system set in place that can't really leak them anymore. So hopefully that won't happen. But yeah, I did have one stream one time where like the whole list of like 20, 30 codes was like shown on screen for like 30 seconds, and it's like, whoops. That happens. Let's see. You got a PlayStation VR? Yeah, I've never actually used any of the VR stuff. Of course, I've heard a lot about it, seen videos of it, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I've kind of been just waiting for the technology to advance a bit more. Give it like 5-10 years. That'll just be standard. It'd probably be pretty cheap. No, I'm gonna move that over. It's also while I'm waiting to buy... or one thing for when I do get the computer set up that I eventually want. But I do want a 2K monitor. But they're a little bit expensive at the moment, but give it a year, 2, 3. Probably be pretty cheap. Oh no, I just messed up my aspect ratio already. Hate when I do that. Absolutely hate that. I wish there was a way to lock it. I believe there is a program that you can download that locks it automatically for every program you ever use. It's particularly annoying with Gems of War because for whatever reason the game doesn't automatically lock it. But as you can see right now, it says 280 out of 719, and now I gotta go, and every single time this happens, it's really weird how you have to fix it. You have to do that, and then you have to go all the way back here, do it back. Oh wait, you have to go out of the options first, confirm. Oops, no, not that. Oops, okay, I messed up everything, but it should work now. If I go back to, I know the screen probably looks weird on right at the moment, but let me fix it one last time, and there we go, boom. And get rid of full screen, and there we go. Okay, aspect ratio should be fixed now. Hate when that happens. Such a weird way to fix it too, but I'm pretty sure there's another way of doing it, but that's the easiest way I know of. What's annoying is the button for basically everything to confirm. It's right at the bottom there. So if I accidentally click too far down, which I do a lot, it'll like mess up the aspect ratio. Pretty sure when it's off by 1 pixel like that, it's not that big a deal, but when it starts getting off by like 10 pixels, it's really noticeable. And if that happens several times in a row, it becomes pretty obvious. Your kid gets more use out of it than you do. That sounds about right. Let's see. You're gonna eat tacos for dinner today. Nice. We used to do Taco Tuesdays. I ended up doing that for a couple weeks, several weeks in a row. But then we finally got tired of tacos, so we don't do that anymore. I eat a lot of salads. Like, whenever I don't know what to make or I'm too lazy to make anything, it's like, okay, salad. It's like the easiest thing to do. Salad, some dressing, croutons, boom. Easy enough. Healthy enough. Maybe sometimes some cucumbers thrown in. Only slight issue with cucumbers is sometimes they'll make the whole thing soggy if you leave it there too long. And sometimes if I'm doing multiple things at once, like let's say streaming and trying to eat a salad at once, that ended up happening during our gnome stream. After like 2 hours in, it's like, oh, I can't eat this salad anymore because the dressing and if I put cucumbers in, it would be so soggy that's like, oh, never mind, this isn't edible anymore. Let's see. Also, thank you, Clyde, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Okay, we should only need, not that many more kills. I think we only need, like, 10 more rounds, I think? Maybe? I'm not even sure. That should give us those keys. And then we'll do the rest of them later. If we just chip at it slowly here and there, we'll eventually get to the end. And that's the main thing we need to do here. Get those keys. How far are we? Keys, where are you? Oh, very close. We're, that's 4 battles. I mean, 3 battles. Math. 4. Yes, I was right the first time. That is 4. Technically 3.5, but you can't do 3.5. Well, actually, technically we could, but that would take longer than doing 4. So let's just do 4. Because we could do 3.5 if we lost the second battle halfway through. But we'd have to specifically only kill 2. And then we'd need to somehow lose to it, which would take way more time than just instantly winning, obviously. So 3 more to go. And then we'll be done for now with Explore. Still quite a bit more to go. I think we still have about 300 more kills to do afterwards. But that takes only about an hour, hour and a half or so. Not too long for when we do get back around to it. Get another firebomb in there. Come on. I think we only have 1 more battle after this, if I didn't already miscount, which is probably likely. We'll go through that in there. Hello, Unroyal! Still hunting for gnomes? No, we're not hunting for gnomes right now. We're just getting some of the events done right now. Because this current event can only be done in Explore. But yeah, technically this event is the exact same thing as hunting gnomes. As far as how you do it. But no, we're not actually hunting gnomes right now. We're just trying to get the event gems. And right now we just got the gem keys. And now we're done for it for a little while. But yeah, I'm just doing it for these rewards. And we just have to do 300 more. Actually 298 more to be exact. But yeah, basically every single battle we do now is worth like a little over a gem. Every explore battle we do from here forth. So that's definitely not too bad as far as value. But yeah, 120 gems just sitting there. Definitely want to make sure we pick that up. That's actually gonna... Oh! That's gonna be so close. By the end of this stream, new goal by the end of this stream, I want to have 10,000 gems. We got to make that happen. Without opening gem keys, because that would be slightly cheating. But we need to get 10,000 gems total by the end of this stream. That needs to happen. We might have to play some treasure map or something for it to get that last little bit. Oh, or find more treasure gnomes. That would also work. That's funny. You say we're treasure gnome hunting. I guess we kind of are. That's we're getting pretty lucky on them. That's our 2nd gnome in the stream, if I'm not mistaken. And we haven't done that many battles. We've done like, what, 40, 50? Probably more towards 40, if you count all the explore. I'll go move that. Both of them in PvP too, not even any in explore, surprisingly. But I'm perfectly fine with that. Go take that. Ah, he is slightly harder to kill in PvP though, but still pretty easy. And that's pretty much matched. So the Mercy in there. Please drop gems. That would make that objective very easy. If not gems, drop me a vault key, obviously. Please, vault key. That's like your only drop I really need. Oh, I was wondering what it even dropped. Really? You dropped me trait stones. Why? Wait, where does my normal trait stone drop? Did it just chip me a trait stone drop? Hold up. Where's my normal trait stone drop? We got 3 purples. Where's my normal trait stone? It just chipped me a trait stone. Where's my normal trait stone drop? It should say 4 purple there if it gave me a purple too. We got our EXP, we got our glory, we got our gold, we got our souls, we got our gold key, we got our trophies, we got our PvP points, we got the gnome reward. Where's my normal... Wait, is there a limit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is there an 8 reward limit here? And because we got 9 rewards, it didn't know what to do? I might need to screenshot that. That might be a thing. That might be a thing. Just in case. I need to double check to see if that's a thing. It might be. That there's only an 8 reward limit, and if you somehow break it, you don't get one of them. That'd be really weird if that is the case. Oh, yes, never mind. Yeah, you are right. He normally gives 2. Okay, yeah, 3 is correct. I don't know why I thought it was 3 all of a sudden. Yes, we just happened to have gotten our trait stone on, okay, yes, that is correct. I don't know why I thought it was 3. Yes, you are correct. The gnome normally gives 2. So, for the first time ever, we actually got the exact same trait stone on the time when a gnome gives that trait stone. Interesting. First time that has happened, which is why I was so confused by that initially. But yeah, it normally gives 2, not 3. So yes, that does make sense. So we, out of every single trait stone we could have gotten in the entire game, we managed to roll the exact same one that the gnome gave us. I guess that's kind of lucky, though lucky in a way that's not particularly useful, but definitely lucky. Okay, we'll go through Furnace. Might have been one of the few first people that even happened to. Definitely the first time I've seen it. When it happens on the exact same thing that you get as your normal trait stone. And then it goes. So like I was saying, we should have 5 million gold by the end of this stream. I don't know why I'm hoarding all my gold as of recently. I'll probably be dumping it all soon. But yeah, we're almost at 4 million. Probably easily 4.5 million. We'll have to see if we can reach 5 though. I'm not making that particular goal. My main goal of this stream, I guess at this point, is 10,000 gems by the end of this stream. That's one of my biggest goals, I think, this stream. Not so much the gold, even though that is the title at this point. But, well, I guess the gold kind of is, but everything we'd be doing in PvP gives gold. If we're even in PvP, that's gold farming, so... I'll go through that down. Oh, what else do we need here? We'll go get the furnace down there. You are a hoarder. What reason more do you need to hoard? Hoard all the things just for the hoarding purposes. No, I hoard most of them for reasons. Just some of them you passively gain, and then you kind of just naturally have to hoard. Like gold. One nice thing about gold, though, is even though there's no way to actually trade resources to people, gold is technically the one way that you can trade resources to someone else. Because you can do legendary tasks with gold, and by doing legendary tasks with gold, you are able to basically give other people resources. Because everyone in your gold ends up getting that legendary task. So even though trading isn't technically possible, to a degree it kind of is. Via the means of just doing your guild tasks. And then the legendary task gives it to everyone. So to a degree it kind of exists, though not to the degree that most people would actually want it to be in. But close enough. Best we got for now. So we're gonna move that. Throw an furnace down. Hopefully get a mercy, but almost guarantee he's gonna get poked. Okay, nope. We're good for now. Never mind, there goes the inevitable poke. And a famine. Luckily, we can easily recover off of this. Before we do, let me actually do it on green. We get more mana out of it. Ooh, that's not enough for an furnace, is it? Ooh. I was hoping that'd be full mana. We're gonna take a weird move and try for a double red here. Okay, that was 0 red. That died as well. Not good. We'll go move that over. And we could actually lose this. I think we just lost. Okay, maybe not. We got an Infernus out of nowhere. Got a kill as well. Nice, nice. That skull is enough if burn kills. Okay, we won. Or actually, we didn't win yet, but if we can get Infernus before he does. And we did in that match. There we go. Okay. That was a really shaky battle, but it is pretty good at coming back. And down it goes. Have you tried Winter's Woo? Isn't that one blue thing that freezes? Alchemist, Moneylender, and Wardbreaker. Haven't tried it with Winter Woo, but I have tried that team before, Alchemist, Moneylender. The personal team that I prefer with is Alchemist, Moneylender, Goblin Rocket, and Wardbreaker. I'm always a huge fan of randomly throwing Goblin Rocket in teams. It's a really good early game option, really good cheap option, and I just love using it. And any time I can actually get to use it, I do like throwing it in. Okay, that completely missed, though somehow did not give us alignment, so we'll just go move that. Double check what we have, definitely have it, so we'll go for that. Should have a Mercy after all that, somehow also do not have it after that. Still do not have anything, so I guess we go move that over. Double check. Do we still not have it? Apparently not, so we'll go move that over. Move that, take that up. And still none, except I think I had one, but then I got rid of it. But we'll throw an Infernus down. And should hopefully give us something here. Yes, it does. If he doesn't earn it, perfect. Yeah, still perfect. Go throw that down. And one more Infernus, and it's pretty much dead. One more will do it, and there's the one more. Burn goes and kills him out. And that's the final poke, if he will let me cast. And down he goes. Hello, Patrick! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Finally, Devour hits through the barrier like a black beast. It's a bug, correct behavior? Friendly Devour hits through barrier. Yes, that is correct behavior. I used to gain the barrier as well, but it doesn't anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, that is correct behavior. The current behavior of Black Beast is it will target it targets whatever you hit, whatever you target on your own team. It will then attempt to devour it. But before it tries to devour it, it will dispel the troop. So if it has barrier, it'll remove the barrier. If it has enchant, it will remove the enchant, all that kind of stuff. So whatever it has on it, it will dispel it first, and then it will go and devour it. They made that clear when they made a rebalance to them a while back. So we know exactly what it does. So yeah, even though it doesn't say it, it casts Dispel before it does the Devour on a troop. Because normally you wouldn't be able to devour something that had a barrier on your own team. Though people were mentioning, which is something I actually haven't really messed with yet, is that it doesn't actually devour if you have something immune to devour on your team. I guess it still creates the skulls, but doesn't devour it. I'm not sure if it still gains the stats or not. Some people were mentioning something about that earlier. Let me actually go test it real quick in a random PvP team, because I still haven't messed with it yet. I'm kind of curious what the interaction is. I'll go move that. Move that over. Because it might be something we could throw into the game mode this week, since it is the Beast Week. Also, thank you for your subscribe, Lovi. Much appreciated. We'll go throw this down, and that's match. It'll definitely overkill him. And down he goes. Hello, William! Welcome. Also, hello, Theodore! Welcome as well. Okay, let me go test on a slightly easier team. A weird Black Beast team that is simply just going to test Black Beast with a Impervious. So, Black Beast, and what else do we need here? I guess Forest Guardian, and maybe just a Mana Generator of some type. What feeds it really well? You know what, I might as well just go all in. Use the bow thing. Beastly Bow. And sure, we'll go throw. Why not? This isn't a serious team, but let me go throw down that one Impervious Beast. Impervious Beast. And sure, why not? Okay, actually, sure, why not? I guess it doesn't matter too much. I don't know which one matters less. Okay, we'll go into like a double green here. Just testing this real quick. Actually, you know what? That's not good. Let's go. Sure, yeah, never mind. Yeah. Let's just go with that. Let's just go with it. Because my main thing I need to do right here is just get Black Beast up. The only thing I need to see is move this over. Why do you know Surge? Move this over. And what happens when we do this? So it doesn't gain the stats, but it still creates a skull, so that is completely useless. Okay, so that doesn't really do anything too useful. It creates 6 skulls. And we could just infinitely keep doing that, but that's not useful. So yeah, never mind. Rip. We can play it out, but why you're not real? Why you gotta do that? I hate when people do that. Just like randomly putting one on the team. That's not what I want to use. Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get a real one. We have had a troll gnome team that actually transformed into a real gnome before. Though that one's definitely fake. You can tell by no money bag there. But we have gotten troll teams that have actually had a money bag on it. We even found a 3 gnome with a sparkle sack that ended up having a real gnome on it, which was really funny. Alright, we'll go take these greens over, move that over, get a diviner here. Actually, you know what? Let's go mercy first. And don't really have alignment, so we'll go for that. See if we can get it here. Oh! Oh, wait, that's not real. Never mind. But he did run away. Can you imagine if that was real? Forgot he's not real. He almost got me. Actually, he would have got me if that was real. But, rip. Luckily, that wasn't real. We'll go take a skull. And what else we need here? I guess we just Infernus. He'll die, and just need the last little poke. Hopefully, he doesn't revive into a little dragon. And can you end your turn? What's Dragon Souls being amazing lately? What do we even have here? Do we even have the kill? Please cast. There we go. And take the skull poke, and yay! Wow, they both actually died in, actually all 3 of them actually died without making a little dragon. That normally does not happen, but we did get lucky this time around, so good. Let's see. Rip Black Beast 2018 to 2018. There was one point when the game first started, where he was okay. Though, he didn't actually have a skull spawn then, at the time, but it was just because skulls were so powerful. That was pretty decent. Oh, wait, never mind, not when it first started. He actually didn't get the ability until a little bit later. Or did he? Wait. I actually forget what his starting ability was when the game first started. Because I don't think Devour existed when the game first started. No, it didn't. It definitely didn't. Not even Allied Devour. Actually, now that... I can't even recall what he initially had. Huh. It didn't take too long for him to get that friendly Devour thing, though. Yeah, I can't remember. Never mind. Okay, never mind. But yeah, he's never been really, like, way over the top. He's been more of, like, an early game kind of skull-related troop. That's about the main thing he's always been used for. Throughout the years. Alright, we'll go through an Infernus there. Skulls are nerfed. Yeah, skulls are one of the hardest ways to win currently, with how the game is set up at the moment. It is so much more effective doing cast damage. As I'm saying that, this is a team that is half skull-oriented, but that's mainly because that's not their main focus. We just happen to get a lot of skulls. If she created 0 skulls, this team would still be pretty much just as effective. Though, because she does, we actually do get some value out of that. But, yeah, there are very few ways that you can still get really good skull value. Basically, Divine Ishabella, Great Maul, and some Courage teams. I believe that's about it. Probably a few other really niche teams out there that can also somewhat utilize it, but most of them aren't worth it. Too many hard counters to it these days. Between Freeze, Nobin Brothers, Elamagrim, and Salvani Mora, and all like the really hard counters that basically make skulls useless, really make it hard. This team doesn't really have that big of an issue with it. Attack reductions it still would have an issue with, but it has so much cleanse that things like Entangle and Freeze would never be an issue. So like even here, if he's going to freeze our entire team, that means almost nothing to us, because we can just simply get unfrozen like that, and it's just that easy to really get back into it. Whereas other skull-related teams can get pretty handicapped with a single freeze on them, and then become quite useless, because every skull they take would basically lose. If you are frozen on your first slot, every skull you take will lose your turn. I'll go for that. Get that down. What else do we even need here? Do we even? Yes, we do have alignment, so we'll go for that. Get the pokes in. And even if we were entangled, that would have been unentangled there. he doesn't tangle on skull pokes. I'll get a mercy here because we can. Also gets a poke in there. And no alignments, or at least no extra turn alignments. Still no extra turn alignment, so I guess we'll just throw an Infernus at him. And then we'll just clean up with a few skulls if he'll let us do so. Nope, not quite. Okay. Do I still throw it? Do we even have anything good here? No. We're frozen on that, so we'll just go for that. Try to get something. Didn't get it. One will die, but doesn't really make much change. We'll go for that. He gives us Infernus, and it's way overkill at this point. And down it goes. You just keep BKN farming Dawnbringer? You seems like a huge task, yes. It takes anywhere from about 20 hours to 60 hours. Maybe more if using very inefficient teams or just kind of really casually doing it while doing other things. But yes, it could take anywhere from about 20 to 60 hours when doing it from scratch. Possibly a little bit longer. I wouldn't expect it to take more than 80 hours though. But all those numbers I said are a large amount of time, obviously. Oops, I should cast Mercy first. We actually had alignment prior to me doing that move. So now we don't have alignment, so fail. So now I gotta waste a bunch of turns. And hopefully he gives us... Oh, my mana. I could have gotten already off. Oh well. What's plan B at this point? I guess do it on blue. And it's not full mana, which is bad. Very bad. He's ideally would be casting Infernus here, but we cannot, so we'll just go take that. He takes a skull, which is actually really lucky on our part. Go grab that down. Could have done a little bit better on that cascade, but oh well. What do we take here? That's pretty much gonna die. Kind of just gotta let it happen at this point. Oh, very lucky right there. Please kill it. Actually, I could have just taken a skull for guarantee, but oh well. I'd rather go for the luck chance, and there we go. Super luck, actually. Double cast into the win. Wasn't expecting it to do that much, but yeah, Infernus just hits so hard. It's quite amazing how much damage he does. Pretty sure they're toning that back in the future. I cannot see them keeping it like that forever. There's no way they're keeping Infernus that much damage forever. They still have never nerfed him since his most recent buff. They don't need to nerf him to be weaker than his previous buff, but they need to take away some of the buff that they gave to him a little while back. They just buffed him a little bit too hard when they did it a little while. Like about 6 months ago, they ended up giving him a buff that made him way too viable. They increased his damage by 6, which was just slightly too high. Maybe if they tone it back down by about 3 or so. Not sure when they're going to get around to that, though, if ever. But it's definitely something that should be done. Because he is a little bit too good. Too much value on him. Oops, I should have gone for that blue, but it's not going to matter at all. Throw the Infernus down, and there we go. Also, even if they nerf it, we still have Diviner's magic buff. So that one single magic buff, and it's like it's not even nerfed. Okay. What do we need here? I guess we'll go take a... might as well take Mercy right away. Go take the greens, because why not? Get another Mercy. We might not need... Probably won't even need it, but... Go for that. Get a Diviner here, maybe. Oh, he's gonna get Forest Guardian. Can I stop him at all with that? Not really. What do I even do here? I'm so tempted just to Mercy. I think I get rid of green, though. Just so he has less option. In case he feels like doing something. Like that. Okay. Aww. Because he got rid of my purple. I have it on the Isabella, but I don't have Isabella up at the moment. We'll go do that. Get all that down. Throw another Infernus and move from there. Maybe get Diviner in here. If you can land somewheres. Or not. We're still going to go for it. Do that on green. Get Infernus. He revives. We'll kill almost everything due to magic buff. And just get like one Mercy in here if we can. Or nothing. I guess we'll just take a yellow. Oh, oops. I gave him all that manners. Wait, why is he using a Siege Breaker thing in this mode? Wrong game mode. I think he just used... Wait, did he just use his all beast team? I didn't even notice that. I think he just used his... Well, that's a little bit weird. Because why would someone even have a team set as their raids team? I mean, their invasion team. Well, either or. Because it automatically saves it in the game mode thingy. So you wouldn't actually need to have it under any of your team slots. unless you were like testing something, but then you still wouldn't be able to test the tower damage, which makes a pretty big difference. The Gems of War database shows that you need a cumulative close to 1.3 million souls. Does that include Dawnbringer or only troops? 2.3 million souls is the cost to make a Dawnbringer. It includes the 3 other weapons you need to craft it. It requires 3 weapons that have 100% soul cost, as well as the Dawnbringer itself, which has a 1 million soul cost. So yeah, Dawnbringer costs 1.3 million souls, not 1 million. Assuming you haven't gotten the weapons already, of course, the smaller weapons. Yeah, Dawnbringer's actual cost is 1.3 million souls, even though most people refer to it as 1 million, because that's how much the actual Dawnbringer says. But the components of it cost 1.3. The full cost of it is, I'll go over in 1 second, if I can get over to that page. Too many menus to go through, and there's a little map thing. Anyways, let me go and continue there, click past this mess. And I don't know why they have a little screen for that. I'm gonna go take my tribute before I forget. It's actually right on the hour mark, so I got it on like the exact moment there almost. Maybe like a few seconds off, a few minutes, but good enough. Anyways, what was I doing again? I already forget. Oh yeah, Souls thing, Soulforge game, Soulforge. The exact cost of a Dawnbringer is not under there. Is 1,200 of these various things. Oh, where's Dawnbringer? 12 Celestial. Okay, so it's 12 Celestial Trait Stones, 350 gems, 1.3 million souls, and 1,200 of those little pure color things. Specifically, 400 yellow, 400 red, and 400... I forgot the other color. Blue. So 400 blue, 400 yellow, 400 red. 350 gems, 12 celestials, 1.3 million souls. That is the total cost. So again, 40 red, blue, yellow? Blue, yellow? I don't know. But yeah, 400 red, blue, yellow. 1.3 million souls, 12 celestials, and 350 gems. That is the full cost of a Dawnbringer. Even though it doesn't actually show it there, but of course if you add all the little thingies up, that is what it comes out to. And it is the most expensive weapon in the game, and the 3rd most expensive thing in the game. Only behind that of Xenos, and which I guess technically you could consider it more costly than Xenos. Some people do. But the only things that could be considered higher than it is Xenos, and obviously the new guy that came out, that Cthulhu thing, or whatever the thing is called. I forget his name. But that one raid boss little thing. The thing that no one owns and no one will ever own. They made it like so ridiculously hard to obtain. That pretty much no one will ever own it. And no one in their right mind will try crafting it. Which is why so many people are going to try crafting it. Because anyone who has it is going to be so unique. There's also no achievement or anything for it connected to it either. So, yeah, there are very few incentive structures to get it. Not to mention the troop's not even that good either. If you have a great mall, you pretty much already have it. It's almost the same thing. Not exactly the same, but close enough that you won't really miss it. I'll go for that. And there's even instances where Great Mall would be better than it as well. Not all instances, obviously, though, but pretty much the same thing. Alright, anyways, Infernus, and then it goes. Oh, you just got Emperor Liang from a gem chest. Very nice. I ended up getting Yao Mayo from a legendary task earlier this week, which was pretty nice. We still need several more copies of him, too. I think like 3 more copies before he gets to Mythic. 2 or 3, I forget. But, yeah, definitely need more copies of him. Would be nice to finally get him to Mythic. He does quite a bit more damage to Mythic, too, since he also has an HP boost ratio. I think his damage increases by like 2 or 3 to 2 different targets. So it's like anywhere from like 4 to 6 additional damage from gaining a level on him. Maybe even 8. Not sure exactly. We'll see whenever we get him to Mythic. Only slight issue with that is like might want to keep double Mayo, whatever his name is. And I do kind of want to keep double. So I don't know if I will mythic him immediately if I do get another copy of him. Or a couple more copies of him. Okay, that's match right there. That's way overkill. Oh, can you please cast? There we go. And down it goes. And even if that wasn't kill, we still had Infernus. And that would have definitely wiped thereafter if that didn't. So we had plenty of options, that is for sure. Okay, well, back into the Infernus team. Hey, there's our team. He's using the same team, different order though. Why would he use Divine Isabella first? I guess for the quick convert. Wait, he's not using Mercy though, never mind. Ah, you gotta use that Mercy, especially if you're doing on defense. Gotta throw that Mercy in there. Oh, he ruined it. That's why he's not using Mercy. He's trying to ruin our Mercies. Back to me. Is there a good invasion team that doesn't use Forest Guardian? I want to say no. It's still technically possible to build it without it. But almost every team would be using Forest Guardian. Just because of how valuable it is. But yeah, non-Forest Guardian, you'd basically build the entire team mostly around the Black Beast, if that was the case. I feel like you would get quite a bit more value out of Black Beast than you would out of the Tower thingy. I guess you could still go with the Tower thingy. If so, you basically just build whatever your normal team would be. So you'd go like the Stone Tower Crusher guy, the one that does like 3, 4, 5 times damage. You do him followed by a by Fenrir, which will give you that buff that you need. And then you just throw 2 supporting troops in. Since you don't have the green spam, you can just go with a hero weapon like the bow thing that boosts based on all the beasts. And then you would just need 1 other utility troop. And it's pretty much just the exact same team. It's just you don't get the half mana start, and you don't get the barrier, which I guess could be the biggest liability, is not getting that barrier. Because that's one of the easier ways to stay alive. And I don't think beasts have a different barrier, unfortunately. But yeah, you can kind of work around it. It's definitely a lot harder this week. If you don't have Forest Guardian for invasions, it will set you back a little bit, but still can easily manage with everything else that exists. It's just survivability will be the biggest issue then, because even if you're not using it for mana, just the fact that it creates full barrier on your entire team is pretty useful. What do we even do here? Okay, we'll go for that. Oops, go for that. And that's pretty much match. Yep, we'll get the Mercy in there. Divine Isabella doesn't have alignment, so we'll go move that. And yeah, that gives us that. We'll go get the convert. Wish it would have magic buffed, but oh well. Go take a tap, and that should be match if it hits the right targets, and of course it doesn't. And 10 HP. Let me poke it. Let me poke it. Okay, it doesn't matter. We can throw that down, and down it goes. Burn 4K diamonds for achievement. Yep, that's pretty much what the achievement is. Burn 4,000 diamonds and you get an achievement. Yay! Yeah, even after the buff they did, he is still useless. Oh, the 3rd gnome of the stream. Again, we're not getting too bad luck on gnomes, actually. We are 1 hour and 10 minutes in, and that's what, our 3rd gnome, 4th gnome? I'm actually starting to lose track because we're starting to reach a pretty decent amount of them, actually. Wish we would get a Volkey already, but because finding gnomes isn't that helpful for not actually getting a Volkey out of it, because I have every single drop that you can possibly have out of everything else. Even if he drops us like 4 gem keys or something, or 3 event keys. Well, actually, I guess those wouldn't be horrible, but even those would be not as good as a Volkey, because only the Volkey has stuff I don't have. I guess technically gems and event keys would in the future as well, but still, that's besides the point. Give me the Volkey. Throw this down. Come on, Volkey! Took us 34 normal gnomes to find it, and these are normal gnomes, so... the most useless drop, and his actual most common drop too, 100 souls. There isn't a single drop he has that's more common than that from the data that we got. Not a single one. It is the most common drop he will ever give you. So yeah, that's definitely one of the worst ones. 100 souls takes like half a minute to gain, and we just got one from a gnome, which is not good. Well, at least we're finding them. Better than finding no gnomes. Oops, please cast. There we go. I clicked that like 5 times in a row and it still didn't go. Go move that. Throw a, actually, let me go take this over. Throw an Infernus down and move from there. And, yeah, we have it, so we'll go for that. Please cast. I don't know why I can't cast Divine Isabella right now. Keeps not wanting to click it. Too bad we don't have a Mercy here, but we'll go move that over. Get the Infernus into that, and one more will kill it. Just need a Diviner on the... Well, we're just going to do it on brown. Not anymore, apparently. I guess blue is now the target. So we'll go to that. Automatic cleanse. So, never mind, it doesn't automatic cleanse, but we actually did get it, so that worked out perfectly. Only had a 1 in 3 chance, but we actually landed that 1 in 3 chance, so yay. And there we go. And then it's the next battle. Hey! Okay, yeah, we're getting pretty lucky on gnomes. Can we actually get vaults off them, though? If we keep finding gnomes, it's nice, but if we're not actually getting vaults on them, then we almost might as well not even be getting the gnomes. Though, I guess I shouldn't say that. Maybe he'll give us some gems, gem keys, or something else that isn't... Oh, don't you dare! Woo! Almost. He's trying. He's trying really, really hard to not get caught. What is with this guy today? And look at this, like 100% agile chance too. Okay, we'll go for the Mercy here. Yeah, I need to be careful here. He could have almost dodged us. He's probably the one carrying the vault key too. He would have dodged us with the vault key. Alright, I'm trying to get a buff here. Oh good, we did get a magic buff, that's match. Take that way. There we go. And that's way overkill at this point. So let's go for it. And yeah, that's way overkill. We'll take that. Oh, why? 1 HP. Okay, we'll take that. Move that over. And, well, I guess it wasn't overkill then, was it? We'll go take that. Throw another Infernus. And there we go. Let's see that vault key. Or at least something that's not completely useless, like 100 souls or 2 trait stones. Yep, 2 trait stones. Oh, my. It takes, like, under a minute to get that many trait stones. If we were doing the Explore, that is. Obviously, in PvP, it takes, like, 2 minutes to get that many trait stones, but oh well. What do I even take here? I guess we just go for the... I don't know. Do we take that red? I don't actually need it. So I guess I'll take the yellow to the red. That's probably better. So we'll go to that. Now we'll throw the Infernus. Because sometimes it's better if you just see a random 5 times like that to keep it on the board. Because if you need that mana into what you're already going to be feeding into, you might as well do it. Though the amount of time it takes me to think about what to do, we could have probably just done something and then progressed even further into the battle, but oh well. We'll go throw the Infernus down, and that's actually a match because of how much magic buff it just got. So down it goes already. Really nice when it gets that instant magic buff because it just gets torn through crazy fast. Basically double cast the entire team, maybe triple cast. Should you do the vault keys on the Warlord, or is... No, normal difficulty. There is nothing that affects the drop rate of the vaults other than the vault event. Like like finding vaults as well as the rewards within it. Only during the vault event is it any better. And the only thing that's better is the chance of finding actual vault keys from either of them. But yeah, difficulty has absolutely no effect. VIP bonus has no effect. Your armor has no effect. There isn't a single thing you can do to have really any effect on it on a normal week. So yeah, just play it on normal difficulty with the quickest possible safe team you can use to make sure that none of them escape. But yeah, don't put it on a higher difficulty. That makes it needlessly harder with no extra benefit. So it's completely pointless to higher the difficulty. If anything, it just makes it harder for no reason. And I'm gonna move that. And what else do we have? We'll go through the pokes. Throw the thing down if it will let me. And let's match if we can get one more poke in there. If it will let me, probably not, but we'll go and take the browns, I guess. And just need a little bit more mana, still need a little bit more mana, and that's way more than enough. Actually could have gone for skull. Would have been slightly quicker, but we don't really need to save seconds. Not that big a deal, we can take a little bit of longer time. Not gonna kill us. My defend team gave you a arcane swamp, nice. Yeah, we were farming a little bit in Magrim Woods earlier. I think we already got all of the swamps that we needed. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, we're actually up to base 150 now. I think we got enough from Pan's Veil that we're finally at 150. That's something else we should try doing by the end of this stream, though, since we're going to probably be doing those explorers too by the end of the stream. I think we'll hit both of them simultaneously, or about the same time. Let me go check that, actually, if he'll end his turn ever. If he'll ever end his turn. There we go. But yeah, we'll go check that after this battle and see what's up with it. I'll go through our diviner here. Actually, do we have diviner alignment? I don't want to do this on green. I also don't want to do it on red. Well, I guess it's better to do it on green than red, so you know what, we'll do it on green. So we'll go do that, because I want to get Divine Isabella in here for the Skull Convert. And never mind, we're not even going to get the Skull Convert, so I guess we just Infernus. Hopefully we'll have the follow-up right here. Never mind, we got rid of like all the wrong stuff, but I have no control over it. We'll go do that, get some pokes. Guess we still get it in there, so it doesn't matter too much. Throw another poke. And do we have Mercy and all that mess? No. We'll throw an Infernus down. And never mind, this is way overkill already. But yeah, let me go check the Trait Stone situation. I believe we might be at base 150 already. And I didn't even check. What's under our mail right now? Just defend rewards, nothing special. That gets, for whatever reason, boosted by everything. By your VIP bonus and everything, yeah, it's such a small thing. As well as your armors and all that kind of stuff. Though it makes almost no difference whatsoever because it's such a small reward to begin with that's like, here, have nothing. But anyways, it's such a tease. And you get like one event key every 60 things too. Where's my yellow-green? We need 2 more. If we get 2 more green-yellow arcanes, we will finally have, for the first time ever, 150 of every trait stone. Then the next goal, of course, would be to have over 200 of every arcane trait stone. And then 250. And then I guess we just keep doing all of it over and over again. But, yeah, for now, 150 goal. We'll worry about the other milestones later. As long as I'm always above 100 of all of them, I'm fine. Though at this point, we are kind of just collecting them for the point of collecting them. But why not? Let's go and make sure all of our lowest ones. It's always good to make sure your lowest is always higher, though, at this point. Mainly because you never know. They might, for whatever reason, add like a mythic and then a legend right afterwards that both use the exact same color. And that will tear through like 30-something of your trait stones. And then if they add a few more, that could tear through like 50. And you never know. There's a lot of things that could speed through it very quick. There was an issue a while back, too, where... Oh, that completely moved the wrong direction. But there's an issue about a year ago where for about a year almost, they didn't release any red-purple events. So basically everyone had no red-purples. And they end up adding a hero class that used a red-purple, a mythic that added a red-purple, another epic, and a bunch of other stuff, a legend from a kingdom. And they end up adding like 5... They basically added 100 red-purple cost when there was an event for like an entire year. It's like, okay, where are we supposed to get these red-purples? Of course, like Golvania Explorer and all that, but... a lot of people didn't bother exploring there. It took forever to grind those out. It was really weird. It was one of the longest they ever went without doing a specific trait stone too. It's like they did it deliberately. But yeah, it was really weird. Normally they were pretty good about all the colors. Anyways, we got a sunbird down there if you will let me. And down it goes. Though one thing that helped that quite a bit too was when they started adding packs that had arcane trait stones in it. That actually started all the way back with Anointed one, like a year and a half ago or so, when they started doing that, quite a while ago. Actually, it's almost 2 years by now, isn't it? It feels like ages. Well, it has been ages. We'll go and, what do we even need here? I guess we'll go and throw a firebomb down. Throw in. I feel like every year the game's almost unrecognizable compared to its previous year because they do such gigantic changes to it. Of course, this year's change, well, not specifically this year, but you know, within the last year time frame, was probably the visual change. Never has this game gone through such a drastic visual change. As far as mechanics, I guess nothing really too over the top really changed. Because Guild Wars was added a little over a year ago. Of course, the 2 new game modes is a little bit, but that's not really anything like too over the top as far as different. It's basically just replacement for Guild Wars, just so you're not doing Guild Wars every single week. But they are planning some really big changes later this year. Also, the map expansion, whatever they do for that will probably be pretty drastic too. They might even completely overhaul the map and go for something else, who knows. We still don't know what they're going to be doing for that. The only thing we know is they're running out of space very quickly, and they need to think of something, or else, yeah, they got to think of something. They're just going to run out of map soon. Oh, there we go, an arcane tradestone. I think we only need one more. And this guy's got a drop already, and I didn't see it. But yeah, we might already be there. But we'll wait till one more drop until we definitively see it. And then that will be us at 150 all arcane tradestones. So that will be a slight milestone for us. Is there any point in doing this? Not really. But we have to go to explore anyway, so... we were stuck doing this regardless. So we might as well be doing it for the tradestone we need. Might as well get some kind of better value out of it if we're going to be stuck here. So that's kind of the whole reasoning behind what we're even bothering to do right now. So I guess it's okay. It'll work out. Anyways, I'll go take the brown right there, throw down a firebomb, and maybe another firebomb here. Get that going. Get a nice Rowan in there and dead. Oh, okay. Oh, you took so much damage. Never mind. I should have threw Sunbird there. Would have already won the battle. Come on, show me the arcane. It's like a 1 in 16, 1 in 15, 1 in 18, somewhere around there. Chance. It's about half the chance of finding a gnome, actually, is the chance of getting an arcane tradestone. So for every 2 arcane tradestones, we should find a gnome. So where's our gnome? Show us the gnome. And a tradestone simultaneously. Alright, we'll go through a firebomb here. Get that down. Wait, I thought Guild Wars was a little bit over a year ago. Because you can't go by whatever week thing my thing says. Because it's off by several weeks due to the Guild Wars not being up for a little while. As well as just time that I was kind of away. But then again, I did adjust for it. But no, Guild Wars first came out on... actually, I don't remember today. So I guess I could backtrack all the way to that point. When was Guild War Day 1? I'm kind of curious now. When was the first ever Guild War Day? Now I need to go backtrack into my thing. Well, I guess I could go to a archive thread. But at this point, it might just be easier checking my channel. Let's go to Gems of War on YouTube, because that'll just bring me right to my channel. I like how I don't even need to search for my own channel. All I do is just type in Gems of War, and it's like, oh yeah, there it is. There's my live stream. There's my channel. There's every video I've been doing. Actually, let me see. How far do I need to scroll down before I find a video that's not mine? Oh, gosh. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Please, someone come up. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Did no one make content for this game? 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I didn't realize it was this bad. 33, 34, 35, 36, 30. Is anyone else even on the front page? 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 40. Seriously, I'm typing in Gems of War, not my own channel. 50. I'm not even counting at this point. Approximately 60. Oh, there we go. I found a Gems of War official channel about 60 down. And then there's a Curdle the Horse channel. He used to do quite a bit of content for this game. Not sure what happened as of recently. But, and then it just goes back into us forever. Yeah, there needs to be another person that starts doing Gems of War content. Anyways, let me go do what I came here to actually do. Got sidetracked. Go to my channel. And go to what am I looking for? I'm looking for the search option. And actually, you know what? Go to playlists. Go to Guild Wars, and go to the very first video. Where's Guild Wars? There it is, Guild Wars. Day 1. Pause it. And oh wow, that's an old interface. April 25th, 2017. Oh yeah, you are correct. So yes, in basically in 6 weeks. In 6 weeks will be the 1 year anniversary. Wait, it hasn't been a year yet? Okay, never mind. I thought it's been a year already. Oh, so it's almost been 1 year of us streaming every single day. Oh wait, never mind. I didn't actually start that until a couple weeks into Guild Wars, I don't think. I didn't start that initially. I kind of did them as their own independent videos. Anyways, but yeah. Oh, look at how badly our gems got hurt out over the time. We're down to like 10,000 gems. Back then we had like 14,000, 15,000. I had even higher earlier. But then again, look at our glory. We've gained about, wait. we've gained about 250,000 glory in a year. That is a lot of glory to gain. And of course, we're still spending glory that entire time too. So in that time, we ended up net profiting 250,000 glory. That is quite insane. Though that's also quite insane in how on earth will we ever max that out. I wanted to eventually get like 1,000,000 glory. Though the amount of time that that takes is a little bit too high. Anyways, how far are we on this event? 508. We're almost there, like 250 more, not even. 242. Anyways, I just want to find one more arcane for now, and then we'll stop on this. But yes, you are correct. Guild Wars' official 1-year date will be in about 6 weeks or so. April 25th. Actually, that's also, that's kind of interesting. That's around the anniversary of this channel. I believe April 20th is the 2-year anniversary of this channel. Maybe we should just celebrate it on Guild War Day. No. But, yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah, it's almost the exact same time. Almost the same time that Guild Wars started is almost our 2-year anniversary as well. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, we're going to move that over. Actually, what week does that fall on? It might actually start on a Guild War week. That'd be really funny. Wait, is it actually a Guild War week? Does the... Oh, I think that works out perfectly. I think the 1-year anniversary of Guild Wars actually falls on a Guild War week. Let me see. Next week's a Guild War week. And then 3 weeks. That week's a Guild War week. And so it's the 4th week. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that is hilarious. If I counted that correctly, the 1st-year anniversary of Guild Wars is on a Guild War week. I wonder if they planned that. That is kind of funny. If I counted that correctly, that is the case. Okay, anyways. Oh yeah, what day does our actual YouTube anniversary fall on? It is 2-year... Oh, it'll be a Friday, so we're already going to be streaming for that too. Sweet. I don't know if I'll do anything special. Probably not anything too special. We'll see. But yeah, it does fall on a Friday. Hey, there's the arcane I needed. Nice, okay. That should bring us to base 150 then. Okay. But yeah, the 2-year anniversary of this channel falls on a Friday, and the 1-year anniversary of Guild Wars falls on a Guild War week, which definitely makes sense. What was I coming here for? Oh yeah, inventory. I came here to look at the very nice looking base 150 arcane trait stone stacks. Look at that, 150. And there we go. I know that means almost nothing, but that just helps fortify the chance that we'll never need to go out of our way to farm trait stones. Despite that, I'm going out of my way to farm trait stones, mainly because we have to do explore anyway, so it's not like we're really going out of our way. Obviously, I wouldn't be going there if there wasn't some other purpose, like, for example, this event week objective, which is only obtainable in Guild Wars. I mean, in explore. So we kind of have to do that. Why is he using all gnomes in invasion? I mean, in PvP. I never really understood why people do that. I guess it's because they still had it set and they just didn't feel like changing it or something. But I don't know. It just doesn't work that well in PvP. It's not really made to work in PvP. Good morning, Anthony. Welcome, welcome. Get a party hat. I don't have party hat. I guess we can go get one from the dollar store in the corner. I don't see why not. I don't even know if they sell one, but I assume they would. Yeah, I know. I do not care for the pay-to-win leaderboard thingy that they added to invasions and raids. Not sure if they're ever going to change anything about it. Hopefully they will. Not sure what their exact plans are with it. But like many game modes in the past, they have gotten many tweaks. So since they are so new, they will probably get tweaked in the future. We'll just have to see. But yeah, I highly doubt they'll stay the same. There hasn't been a single new feature that they've ever added that hasn't been untouched. Arena has been touched many times. Treasure Hunt has. Guild Wars has a lot. Guild Wars is almost unrecognizable compared to what it originally was. Well, I guess it's still recognizable, but, you know, it has gotten a lot of changes. And, you know, every single, like, little game mode thing. Actually, surprisingly, one thing that hasn't really been changed is Soulforge. Like, as far as, like, all the little, like, quote-unquote, like, minigame-like things. That's about the only thing that hasn't really been touched. Even something like Vault Keys has technically already been touched because they ended up rebalancing the drop rate of all the things from them, as well as how common they are. So even Volt has already been revamped. We'll go throw that down, get the unstuns, anti-stun. We'll just go throw this down. Not even gonna bother. I'll just go try getting a convert here, maybe on blue or something. Perfect, exactly so, double blue. And do we have any better convert in there? Not really, we'll just go for, oh, do we have mercy? Yes, we do. Let me go for that first. Get some poke, too. Not like it helps much with how much reduction he has, but every little bit helps, I guess. I'll go throw an Infernus in there. And, oh, we could have gone for one more extra turn, but never mind. He's already pretty dead, so that's not going to matter. What do I think of raids and invasions? I do find them to be a lot of fun. I just don't care for the pay-to-win aspect. Like, I wish the leaderboard was actually, like, a real leaderboard, and not just whoever throws the most gems at it. But as far as the actual game modes themselves, I do enjoy playing them. I do find them to be a lot of fun, or at least now. I don't know how I'll feel about that in a couple of months from now, but at this current moment, they do seem kind of interesting. I wish there was a way to kind of revamp it a little bit more during the week, though, than how you currently can. I feel like the first few days, it's quite a bit of fun. But then by like Saturday and Sunday, it's like, okay, we're just using this exact same team. There's barely anything else we can switch it into. And we have to kind of use this with no other option. But the first few days is definitely nice. I just feel like it doesn't really have that variation like what Guild Wars and such has. Because Guild Wars, you're always, you're basically forced every single day to use something completely different. Whereas with raids and invasions, well, it does switch up from week to week, which I guess is slightly different than Guild Wars, because Guild Wars, you could technically just go the same 6 every day, or for every single time for each day, or, you know, 6 individual teams, and then just keep doing those teams over and over again. At least with invasions and raids, while you may be using only the same team the entire week, it changes every single week. So we haven't really gotten to notice that impact as much yet. But maybe we'll notice that more a little bit in the future. But, yeah, it just seems weird because there aren't that many options to really use, particularly for raids. Because with raids, you have to use pure kingdom. And there are kingdoms that they're probably going to put up there that only have like 10 troops or so, which makes your options very, very limited as far as what you can even use for the battles. Yeah, we'll see what they do with it in the future. Both game modes have a lot of potential. Okay. We'll go move that over. Also, if I'm not mistaken, daily tasks coming in next patch. Ooh. I haven't gotten to really do much of the beta testing stuff. Also, by the way, spoilers. Though that's not really two spoilers. Console literally already has it. So, that's not really anything new. It's just... it's something we knew was coming, it's just we didn't know when it was coming. 3.35, supposedly. Soon TM. But, yeah, I got that to beta test. I haven't actually been really doing it at all yet because I haven't really had the time. I'll probably be doing that actually after the stream today. I can't show it on stream, unfortunately, because I'm not allowed to. But, yeah, I have been, we have actually had access to that for a couple days now. I just haven't gotten around to it, actually. But, yeah, I definitely want to go see what's up with that. I've been seeing some posts on it, but I haven't actually gotten to test it yet. Also, thank you, Armadillo, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. I know that was a little late, but thank you. Anything changed with Arena in the beta? I don't know if they removed the banner thing yet. I should probably go report that to them again. I did it in the past, but it's still glitched. I don't believe it's intended that brown-blue banner works in Arena. And it still does, so hopefully they've changed that. Not certain on that, though. I'll go test it and report it back to them again. Though, just because we report a bug to them doesn't mean they always fix it. There are many times when we'll report bugs and it just goes right back into the game. Because they just don't have time to push out a fix for it or whatever other reason. Yeah, just because we say it to them doesn't mean it will necessarily happen. But I'll definitely go and mention it to them and stuff like that. But, no, I don't believe anything changed with Arena. I haven't really gotten to take a good look at it. I just, like, briefly looked at some of the stuff. But, yeah, I'll have more to report on that later. After I've kind of tested around, see what's in it, and all that kind of stuff. But, of course, it's a mini patch, so nothing really too big coming in. And most of it's really just bug fixes and such. And a few smaller features. And, of course, with tasks, that's technically something console already has. It's just PC Mobile is finally getting it. Though that does mean I can't say anymore that the reason why console doesn't have redeem codes is because they have daily tasks. I won't be able to say that anymore once PC Mobile gets it. I'll just have to say, sorry, console players. That would be weird, but yeah, I can't help that. That's policy issues. Oswald said it was intended? Really? Why? Surian a while back said that was unintended. Though that was a while back, like almost a year ago. It was even on a Q&A stream, actually, if I'm not mistaken, so that's actually less than a year ago. It seems like a really weird intended thing. Oops, why did I just think it was brown to yellow? What even does brown to yellow? I know one of them does. Sakima. Why did I think she was a Sakima for a second? That was weird. But anyways, we'll go grab a little poke into it. What do I even need here? I'll go for the blues, I guess. Hello, Ray. Welcome. Let's see. Alright, well, let's take the poke. And down it goes. I know, the cough's coming back. I do have cough drops here. Should probably go for one. Okay, I'll go for one. It just makes it harder to talk, though, if I do. I know, it's already cracked. No! They gypped me. It's cracked! Wait, I don't think you can see it that well. Let me see, I don't want it like fragment all over the place. It won't focus correctly. It won't focus! There, it's cracked right there. You can kind of see it on the top. I don't know if it does have a B on it. Yeah, it has like a weird crack like thing on the top of it. They're trying to gyp me a piece of my cough drop. Okay, anyways. Back into the battles. Alright, we'll throw our Mercy down. Move that over. Move that over. Oh, I was mainly talking to console with that. Because console still doesn't have redeem codes. And I don't know if they'll ever get redeem codes. Hopefully, eventually they will. What do we even throw here? I guess we get a, move that over. Oh, move that over. Get a drop or something. Throw an Infernus down. And what else do we need happening here? Can you end your turn? Okay, I need a cleanse for that. If we can. Or not. Apparently not. Okay, Infernus it is. Pretty much dead already, so that takes care of that. No good alignment here, but he might have just gave it to us. Yes, he did. Perfect, thank you. I know you have reduction, but that doesn't really matter. If we could just tear through everything, and has a match right there off the Infernus. Let's see. Last time you were in bracket 1, there was quite a bit less rarity than in bracket 2. Oh yeah, bracket 1 has a lot more spam because more guilds are more organized and more guilds have the exact best teams, so they can just run whatever the meta is, and pretty much the whole guild follows suit most of the time. So yeah, there's a lot of similarity. The higher you go in the leaderboards, the more similarity you're going to see. Same as in PvP. You may notice with a lot of my battles, particularly this late in the game, quite a few of them will use very, very, very similar teams. Simply because pretty much everyone this late in the game has every possible option. And obviously people are going to, for the most part, use the strongest possible options. So it's pretty much just everyone spamming the most overpowered things, combos, over and over again. Which does get a little bit annoying sometimes. But when you also have an overpowered combo of your own, then it's not really that big a deal, since it's basically just one gigantic powerful team against another. And with a team like this, it's actually really nice because we have so much cleanse and such. Some of the really annoying ones, like the Nyx, Queen Mab, and stuff like that, we can actually pretty easily handle with this team. Very occasionally, it can catch it off guard, but for the most part, this team can handle it most of the time. Hey, there goes a bit of a Mercy, but I think we can actually utilize that. So thank you for that. It actually helps us more than it hurt us. And Infernus for the kill, and that's way overkill. And there we go. Sweet. And so we'll keep going. Someone's still using their beast team. I guess that works too. Double fin rare. For when one fin rare isn't enough to get your black beast up. 2 fin rares. I'll go through that down. And then you devour the fin rares. I don't even know if that's how you say fin rare, but that's how I'm saying fin rare. Fin rare, fin rare. Fun word to say. Okay, anyways, we need to go get a purple down. Go get these converted. Go get that over. Get a, that, sure. See if we have a mercy, perfect. And divine or Shabella? No. Okay, we'll go move that over. Stone of divine. I guess we go for a explosion. That is not an explosion. That gives us our board clear that we need. And perfect. Go throw that down. Well, not perfect, but it works. Move that. Move that. Move that. Move that. Double check everything else. Move that. Actually, I didn't need to move that, but oh well. Get the Infernus down, and it's pretty much kill. And now we just throw anything at him. Is that alignment? No. Is diviner alignment? Also no. Is anything gonna kill him? Here, I'm doing it anyways. Really? I was hoping we'd get some kind of cascade out of that. Apparently not, but way overkill, so down it goes. Doesn't really matter. Down it goes, and there we go. Reminds you of the old reindeer skin from the Fenrir Smite. I have actually not really played much of Smite. Actually, not at all. It seemed like a MOBA I might have gone into. The main thing that was putting me off to was mainly the aspect ratio of the game. Don't really care for it that much. But, yeah, there's a lot of MOBAs I should probably start getting into that I haven't really played. One thing I really wanted to do was try getting on, like, the next big MOBA and kind of start playing that quite a bit and get into it while it's still fresh and everything like that. But nothing really new MOBA-wise has really come out. Multiplayer online battle arenas. Things like Dota 2, League of Legends, Smite, stuff like that. It's also a genre I haven't really played as much recently, but it's a pretty easy genre to get back into. Pretty much every MOBA is the exact same premise. Just different heroes, different abilities, different premise and gimmick. And what do we do here? Let's take a skull. Infernus to back to Infernus. And pretty much dead. And it's the next one. If it would click. Why is it not clicking? There it goes. Ah, this is annoying team. This was the team I was exactly referring to this to. It's probably still the strongest possible defend team in the game right now. This team easily handles it, but as far as just like generic most powerful defend team in the entire game, I think it's this. It's far as Troll, Nyx, hero using Dawnbringer or a Kraken, and Queen Mab. Though with a different hero class, with a Titan hero class would be the best thing. Though currently it's using Bard, probably because it's using Bard for some other team. It's definitely not supposed to be for this team, that's for sure. Your first vault, you got Cedric Sparkle Sack. Really? Does everyone have a Sparkle Sack now except me? No, I know it's not everyone, but it feels like it these days. I've been getting really unlucky with it. That or everyone's been getting lucky with it, one or the other. Oh, we actually got a cleanse. That was perfect, or else we wouldn't have gotten that extra turn if we didn't. Problem is we have no follow-up. I'm not going to... That's not going to stop me. We'll still going for it. So actually we did have alignment there, apparently. That or fell into one. No, I think it was just alignment. I just didn't see it. We'll go for that. Get a thing down. Get all this converted. That's a whole mess right there. And double check the board because apparently I'm not seeing things. Yeah, it's there. So we'll go for that. Way overkill. Only had 2 HP. Just a little bit over. And let's match. You got 3 Sparkle Sacks during the event. Yeah. I saw someone with like 3 Sparkle Sacks, 4 of the gnome guy, and like 3 birds. And just, I'm just like sitting here with just the 1 gnome, and it's like, really? I hate that too, because the very first one got me kind of hyped, because, oh, I got a unique from it. And then every other one afterwards is like, nope. No more uniques ever. And yeah, that's pretty much been the way it's been. I did get an orb off of one, though. I did get an orb. I forget what orb it was, so. But we did get an orb off of one. I think it was that one upgrade orb thing. The smaller one. What do we even do here? Do we even have alignment? No, we do not. Yes, we do. No. I guess we still do it, though. Because why not? With what we're up against, I don't think it matters much. And it's pretty much match, even if he casts or doesn't cast. Ideally, he'd cast, though. Can he stop trying to kill? There we go. And now we win. And there we go. Didn't even need to do any follow-up. He just does it on his own. Or the board does it on its own. Fenrir. Fenrir? Fenrir? Fenrir! Roar? I don't know. How do you say that? You got that Sparkle Sack today. What is a good spell about that card? Or what? Oh, what? There's nothing special about that card. The only thing that's special about it is that we don't have him. That's what's so special about him. But then 100% gold gain, but that's not too particularly useful. There are some niche instances where you can kind of use it with like Bonnie Rose and a few other instances. You could also use it for a pretty quick money lender, though I don't think it would be worth for that. But no, the main thing I need it for is, for one, just to do a video on it, because why not? And the second reason is just to have it. It's actually the first troop in pretty much forever where a lot of people have had it, but we have not. And I haven't been able to cover it. It's one of those very weird instances. Actually, it's the first time it has ever happened since I've started covering videos where I don't have a new troop that gets released. Feels really weird. But pretty much whenever anything gets released, we just instantly have it. Of course, I won't be covering that new mythic for a while, though. I have no intention in covering that anytime soon. Because, yeah, he's just way too hard to obtain. And realistically, the first person won't be getting him for at least another month and a half to 2 months. So, not to mention it's going to be even longer than that before we get a copy of him. That's for sure. Going to be a very, 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 very long time before that. And I'm not really going out of my way for it whatsoever. So, it's going to be a while. Probably even more so because we're not going out of our way for it. I'm pretty sure people will forget it even exists by the time they even have the resources for it. It's like, oh yeah, that troop that's useless. I guess I'll go craft it now. And waste all my resources. I don't know who in their right mind would actually go for it other than completionists. I almost don't even feel like it's worth it, and I have pretty much everything in the game. Even for completionist purposes, that hurts. Trying to get that thing. It's just way too expensive. At least on the current rate of gaining orbs. Maybe Bounty Hunter will add a way to gain a ridiculous amount of orbs like we've never seen. And then it's like, okay, now it's worth it. But if Bounty Hunter gives like 0 orbs, then no, it's not going to be worth it. Because that's the last chance we have at really gaining a lot of orbs, is whatever Bounty Hunter is. Maybe the reward points can be obtained for orbs. And if that's the case, Bounty Hunter will probably be the best way in the entire game to gain orbs. But if it doesn't have orbs, then yeah, it's going to take forever to get him fully upgraded and maxed out. But yeah, I really hope Bounty Hunter has orbs. I really hope it has vault keys as well. Though I would much prefer just only having orbs. That's like the main thing I need. As long as it has orbs, I'll be good. Though I have no clue what it'll have. Hey, there's what's his name. Up there's that troll team. I kind of want to face him if it wasn't for the fact there's a revenge battle right here. Oh, the new mythic? I'm talking about the one that's already out that no one can craft. That one boss guy from Raids. Whatever his name is. Keep forgetting his name. But I'll go show it in a second. If you just go into your Soul Forge, you can see it there too. No one currently owns it. It's currently impossible to own. And won't be ownable for quite a while. I go throw this down. Okay, did we have alignment there? No, we did not. Did we have mercy? No, we did not. Do we have, no, we do not. Do we have nothing? Do I just skull poke? I can't even skull poke him. Actually, that's a lie. I actually can skull poke him. But he gets so much backlash if I do. Should I do it just for fun? Sure, let's see what happens. Okay, that didn't really do much. Wasn't really expecting it to. We can actually lose now. Actually, I think I already lost. I'll go take that. Unfortunately, he reflects even through barrier. It doesn't kill us, does it? No. Oh, it kind of does. Yeah, it does. Never mind. He actually killed us! That's what I get for trying to throw a blank thing onto the board. That's why you always wait for alignment, or at least partial alignment. Because if you're just going to give them like 3-5 times, like we did, that'll happen. Yeah, Zugoff is his name. Oops, I forgot to go show him. But yeah, that's the one I was referring to, is Zugoff. That guy. Okay, let's go and move that over. Get a explosion in there. Get some kind of extra damage. See if we can get a nice diviner. And should be good to go. Make up for that previous horrible battle. And there we go. And just clean up so easily. Get another cast off of this. Should have alignment. And no, we do not. Yes, we do. And there we go. Take a skull. Kill it. Dead. There we go. That's what it's supposed to do every time. If only you could maintain that. Normally does. It's just that was a really sloppy one the previous battle. Anyways. But yeah, it was Zugoff. This guy over here. No one owns him. No one will own him for a very long time. And I don't intend to own him anytime soon. That is for sure. This guy. Oh, not that guy. This guy right over here. Soulforge. Troops. Zugoff. He requires 8 power orbs, which are ridiculously hard to obtain. 50,000 souls, 300 gems. Mainly those 8 power orbs are the main thing that makes it impossible to get. It's basically like a Great Maul, essentially, except slightly different. But, yeah, he's not really that ownable. 0 people currently own him, and the earliest anyone's going to own him is probably maybe by the end of this month or halfway through next month. Well, it depends if if Bounty Hunter actually adds orbs or not. That might speed it up a little bit. But assuming it doesn't, it could take anywhere till, like I said, the middle of next month, all the way till like maybe mid-May before we even see the first Zugoff even being owned. Really curious who will have the first Zugoff, though. There's probably a race between a lot of people. The people that will probably have the first Zugoff are the people who are competing for the pay-to-win boards, but this board right here, though I think it's been somewhat different every single week so far. I haven't been keeping exact track of it, but yeah, no one is realistically going to keep getting those. But yeah, only first place gets a power orb, and there's only one first place per week, and it only happens once, 2 times a month, because it's 2 weeks out of 3, because Guild Wars has 0 orbs, unless they're planning on adding them to it. But actually would be pretty cool if they did. Actually, have we had a Guild Wars during this yet? That'd be funny if they did add it to Guild Wars 2. It's currently the only guild-related thing that doesn't give you orbs is Guild Wars. Well, that and tasks as well, but anyways, yeah, it's pretty much a different person every single week, I believe. So if that's the case, no one's going to have 8 power orbs anytime soon. I think the person that got it the first time was like, oh, wait, this is definitely not worth doing. And then they kind of stopped. I think that's what happened. I think there was also some people that bought Tier 7 that, because there were so many people that bought Tier 7 last week, there were people that bought Tier 7 that I think still placed like 50th or something, even after spending that many resources. Yeah, but obviously, if you're trying for that leaderboard, definitely wait. If you actually are serious about trying for that leaderboard, wait about like a month or 2. And then once the hype dies down from it, it might actually be possible and slightly, very, very slightly, maybe, possibly worth it to try for the leaderboard. Probably still not worth it at that point, but it will be a lot easier then than it is now. Because, of course, since it's so new, people are still really trying for it. Once the first few Zugoffs start coming into the game, then it will probably be quite a bit easier to start trying to go for the leaderboard. And by easier, I mean still ridiculously hard, but not as many people throwing down, like, max, like, thousands upon thousands of gems at it. Though, probably still not worth it. I don't think it'll ever be worth even attempting for that leaderboard, with what the current rewards are, and the current pay-to-win system on it. Let's see, we'll throw the Infernus in here. Also, thank you for the subscribe, the Zonkster. Much appreciated. We'll go through poking there. And get another poke, and that's match. Also, let me go give out a redeem code. Haven't even given out one yet. And I'm probably only going to be streaming for about another hour or so. Unless there's anything you guys want me to particularly go over. Main reason it's going to be a little bit shorter today. And probably tomorrow as well, just because we don't actually have any new content to go over. So a little bit less to actually cover. Mainly just doing some basic grinding and such. Though I do still want to get that other goal. That is one other goal I had before the end of this stream that I do still want to reach. And that is have 10,000 gems by the end of this stream. I think that is doable. The main thing that's going to make that doable is we're about to get 120 when we go do Explore. We still have several more battles to do in that. I should probably go do some of that now. We're pretty close to it. If we keep pinching it slowly here and there, we're going to reach it. So let me go throw a little bit more at it. And this will bring us closer to the 750 kills we need for 120 free gems, which is obviously a pretty competent amount of gems. That is definitely pretty useful. So we'll go try getting that objective. You'll own the first Zugaf? We'll see. Though I'm curious who might be the first Zugaf owner on consoles. Because technically there's going to be 3 first people to own Zugaf. The first person to own it on console, the first person to own it on PC and mobile, which is only 1 between all of that, and the first person to own it on Xbox One. Because all 3 of those are independent. The PC and mobile are their own thing. The PS4 is their own thing, and the Xbox One is their own thing. So there's 3 different sections that could have a first. I think it would be slightly easier on console and Xbox One, mainly because the player base for both of those, since they're not cross-platform, I believe is smaller, though I'm not 100% certain on that. I'm almost guaranteed on that. I'm almost 100% certain that the PC mobile side is the biggest side. Mainly because, of course, it has both PC and mobile. Neither one of those I don't think would be the biggest. Well, then again, mobile probably is the biggest overall for this game, even though I always play it on PC. But, yeah, actually mobile probably is the biggest. Because this is more of a mobile game, for the most part. You can tell even by all the interface changes that they make and the storyline and all that kind of stuff. That was made more for mobile in mind. Also, it initially launched on mobile too. It wasn't even available on PC. There was about 1 month when this game was mobile exclusive. It didn't last that long though. There, we'll go throw that down, and there we go. And I think we only need about 200 or less kills. I actually forgot how many it was. Hey, another treasure gnome. That's like our 4th or 5th gnome. I already lost track, like I mentioned earlier. This one better not get away. No, we haven't had a single one get away yet. At least not this stream. 2,500 gold. So useless. We could just be in PvP. We can get that in like 1 minute in PvP. Stop giving us the useless rewards. That's his 2nd most common drop. The only thing more common than that is this 100 soul drop. Though, honestly, I would actually prefer the gold than the souls, so I guess that's okay. Though, then again, that's pretty horrible still. Still pretty horrible. I'm gonna move that over, throw a firebomb down, go throw this down, and dead. Let me cast. Let me cast. There we go. Oh, no, it's not dead yet. Okay, never mind. We'll go throw a firebomb at it. There we go. You got a Ketris drop. Very nice. Ketris, basically anything. Well, do you have it fully traded? I assume not. If you just got it. Normally you would want to use a red spam team, but since you don't have it fully traded, you basically want to use it into a stat buff team of some kind. The whole premise of a Ketris is to basically use a frontline tank of any kind. You could use a standard Gurgulthur or something, and get it mana very quickly. By any means, doesn't really matter how. Oh wow, another gnome. Mana generator, any kind of anything, and then you basically go for 1 really big hit on 2nd slot, 1 really big hit on 4th slot, and then you just won the game. That's all you have to do. As far as actual team compositions, really depends on what you have, but really just buff all into him. Try getting him. Oh, nice, we got an arcane, though we got his worst possible drop, his 100 souls, or at least his most common one. But yeah, just make sure you have a nice mana generator. Make sure you have something to buff him, since you probably don't have him fully traded. Normally you could do that off of extra turn spam on red, but if he's not traded, you can't do that. And yeah, pretty much just second slot him, fourth slot him, and maybe have one other troop for cleanup. And that's all you really need. I like using him with Infernus and stuff, but of course that's quite a bit more expensive, using him with like an Infernus or a World Breaker or something. We'll go through that down. Get a Sunbird in there. And down it goes. But yeah, catchers you normally don't see me using. The biggest issue is Barrier. It's a pretty big counter to it. And anytime you see a Dawnbringer, it's pretty frustrating to use it against it. Not always, but it's one of those kind of things that tend to get in the way of it quite a bit. So I'll go throw a Firebomb there. Oops, I should have taken the purple first. Guess it doesn't matter. It's a Explore battle. We'll go throw that down and dead. Oh wait, I didn't put the redeem code up, did I? Fail. Let me go do that. Let me go give out the redeem code. Doesn't give out redeem code. Let me go do that right after this battle. So we'll go clear this out. I hate when I do that. I do that all the time. It's like, let me give out a code. 10 minutes later. Oh, I forgot the code. Let's see. Okay, let me go do that right now before I completely forget. I think the gnome caught me off guard combined with that question. But let me go give out a redeem code and then we'll have another one a little bit later. First, let me go find where on earth the redeem code is and double check that actually works. Those would be good things to do. Let me go mark it. Someone messaged me. Okay, well, let me go and mark this. I'll need to go check that later. Can't do it now, though. Let me go mark it, check it, double check that actually works. Put it in the little code section, copy it there, copy the entire thing. Well, it would help if I actually... Whoops, my bad. Oops, that is also not the right one. That would be a guide for something else that I still have open for whatever reason. Let's see. Okay, let me check this thing. Put that in there. Put that in there. Also, I really hate people that have like the "what's up" or "yo" or anything like that in their intro. I know I can't really be one to complain because I have the really weird "hello everyone," but I don't know, something about "what's up" and "yo" always, I don't know, it's something about it I just hate personally. But anyways, that aside, let me go copy paste this into chat. Also, I didn't even put it below me. I forgot we're using this interface right now, so let me go put that there too. But there it is in chat. You just use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Every platform can use it except for the console version, so PC and mobile. If you're on PC and mobile, go make sure to use that. Give some free resources. Let me go and get rid of all that. And there we go. Anyways, put that there. Get it all nice and centered. Click the OK. And there we go. Anyways, there's all nice and centered. Redeem code's below for anyone coming here. The thing's also in chat. Yo, what's up, Des? I don't mind as like casual greetings. I don't know. It's just I just find it weird for videos and such. It's just like such a minor thing, but I don't know. I don't really care. Let's see. This is not the redeem code you're looking for. No, it works. It should work. Or it should be. It worked for me when I just did it. Oops, why is it not going? Come on. Redeem code, claim all that, boom, and it gives a normal reward of 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings, whatever your game says there, and the redeem code is below, as well as in the chat that we just pasted twice. And let me go claim my tribute. A few minutes late, but still on good time. And yeah, let me go back to explore a little bit. Aren't we almost there, I believe? Oh, that tribute actually probably made us go over. We might be... oh, we're 2 gems short. We are 2 gems short. I need 1 more tribute. Well, I'll have that by the end of the stream, so boom, there we go. That'll be the last gems we need. What was I doing again? Events. Events. Oh, it's doing 0 again. Okay, well, we don't know how far we are, so we just have to keep grinding. Hate when it does that. I need to fix that glitch. Hopefully that's fixed next patch. I need to go double check to see if it's fixed on the beta version. I won't... actually, I'm almost guaranteed it's not fixed on the beta version. If you get 404 error, click the redeem code section on that link. Even if you get a 404 error, it should still bring you to a page. And that page should say redeem code somewhere on it. And where it says redeem code, click there. and that should bring you to the exact link if it, for whatever reason, gives you 404 error. Yeah, just click on that. Or just go to gemsofwar.com, then click on redeem code, and then do it that way, if there isn't one for whatever reason on that page. But there should be, even on the error page, it should say something on there, on that little bar up there that says redeem code. They'll say like home, forum, redeem code, and like a few other things up there. And just click redeem code. And of course the forum is also the official forum for the game. Also a nice place to go to. Particularly good for asking questions and such if you don't want to do it here. Or if you want an opinion other than my own. Because obviously there are thousands of players. As well as a lot of people active on that forum that could definitely answer any questions you ever have. And they normally will have many ideas that I may not. Particularly for like team builds and such. We'll go through down Firebomb. Get a Sunbird down. And keep progressing. I have no clue how many more battles we have because I was going to check and then it showed 0, so not sure. Also, we'll have another redeem code in a little bit as well. We'll go through that down. Get the Rowan and go from there. Would you say that it would be worth 180 glory to get the Spoilers of War? No. It's almost never worth doing. The only time you would do it is as a last-ditch effort to try to get a few more event keys during an event that you absolutely want to get whatever is in the draw pool. That is the only time I would ever bother with it, and every other situation is not worth it. But yeah, more often than not, I would not advise throwing glory at the Path to Glory, not the Path to Glory, whatever it's called, the Spoilers of War. It's only worth it if you are 100%, if you have no other means of really gaining event keys, and you just absolutely want whatever in the event key drop pool. That is the only time you would ever throw at the thing. Every other instance, it is 100% waste. And even in that instance, it might still be considered 100% waste. But if you can end up getting that legend that you've been wanting or something, then it's probably worth it in the long run. But yeah, it's just a last-ditch effort is the only time you should ever use that. What was the whole thing about Spoilers of War? Special in the shop to get more event keys to save up. No, you should never save up on it. Yeah, it's never worth saving up on it. Like I mentioned, last ditch effort. I answered the question without actually reading the full question. Why did you say to read the full question? That still answers it. I will throw a Sunbird down. Hello, Lich King. Welcome. You use the quick explore team, but you substitute one of the fire bombs with a Demonstraxia as a extra damage troop. What do you think about that? I guess it could be okay. The main reason I carry double fire bomb is just in case it doesn't get full mana. Of course, the other way around that is also using Forest Guardian, but I'm just going down this route. I don't know, personally, I don't think you really need the Demonstraxia there. I know on my other account, this team actually still works perfectly fine. Even with 0 HP kingdoms and 0 armor kingdoms, this team still works in early game. The only thing you need is a Sunbird, which is ultra rare, Rowan, which you get for free from Forest of Thorns, or if you get lucky off a chest, and Firebomb, which is a common, which you do need to fully trait, though it's common, so it's pretty cheap to fully trait. And yeah, it just works. And earlier on in the game, what's nice about it, you double cast Firebomb, and then that normally gives you full mana for both of them. And then you just cast Sunbird, cast Rowan, and then you win. Of course, I can do it with just one cast and don't really need the second one. But earlier on in the game, hey, Celestial. But earlier on in the game, you do need to go for that double cast because you normally would not have enough damage. Almost every situation you wouldn't, unless you start getting the armor king, all the buff kingdoms like HP, armor, stuff like that. Yeah, even in later in the game, you still need cleanup sometimes. Like even here, we're going to have to go for the full cycle that a newer player also would have had to have done. It happens sometimes, and that's why I actually carry this team. It doesn't get the quickest possible wins that you can in Explore, but I find it has a really consistent hourly rate. Due to it having, it has a lot of backup plans. Like it can't, hey, another Arcane too, nice. It has a lot of backup plans and tends to not really fail because it has so many options that it gets to use that you never really run out of options ever. You'll win the battle before you run out of options every single time, which is nice about it. Even though it's slightly slower per battle, it's really, really consistent. And you can also get one-turn Rowan like that, which is also nice. Though any Rowan can do that, doesn't matter what the team really is. If you get lucky enough board for it. And get a Sunbird in there. They have no clue how many more we need. I'll go check in a few more. Hopefully it doesn't show 0. Hate when it keeps doing that. Every single time it's like 0! You have defeated 0 of them! It's like, no! Why? Okay, but we'll go and throw that down. Get a Sunbird. Let's see if it says not 0 after this battle. And please show not 0. Let me check my event thingy. It's doing that weird glitch again, but at least we can see how many we have. And we can see we need 101 more. Anyways, let's go do 101 more then. And we'll go restart the game if it does that little glitch thingy again. But hopefully we'll be fine with that. Anyways, let's go into a firebomb here. Get that down. He'll do whatever. Throw another firebomb. Get a Sunbird. And how many more battles is that? Let's see. That is 25. We need 25 more battles after this. So let's start counting. This will be 1. And we just need to get those 25, and then we're done with the event. And then we don't need to do any more explore for the rest of the week. Yep, come on. So now we need 24 more. Yeah, is that how I'm going to be counting it? Sure, why not? So we need 24 more. I'll just keep counting it down from there. I think that'll be a lot easier. Throw another firebomb. Come, please cast. There we go. Get that down. Get there. 23 more. And it's the next one. You use same invasion team as you, but getting destroyed, losing Black Beast always. Let's see. Well, I did switch to a different one as of recently. But I still feel like the Black Beast one is normally okay. I think the biggest issue could be the lower stats. So in which case I would say try get Forest Guardian up a little bit quicker. Might help some. Because of course I can't really test them with lower stats, unfortunately, to see how that really pans out. Well, that just reminds me. I completely forgot to go claim all the raid rewards last week on my other account. Actually, I think I even forgot to claim all the free resources as well, just from the guild. That was a fail. I have no clue how I forgot to do that. Oh, actually, I know why. My electricity actually went out when I was going to do it. Sunday night, because that's normally when I go through it. I didn't mention that earlier, but yeah, my electricity actually went out for like 5 hours Sunday night. I believe that was when the snowstorm was coming through. But then again, it was nowhere near me, but I think my electricity still went out for no reason. That or it was my the provider doing like some kind of testing at night, because they assume at night no one would be using their computer. Little do they know that's when I need it most. Because that's due to when due to the reset of when Gems of War occurs. It's the event switchover is at 2 a.m. at night. Actually 3 a.m. soon, due to the hour change thing. Hey, no, nice. But yeah, that's when I actually need it most. Oh no, that's slightly bad then. I forgot. When it springs back forward an hour, that means it's at 3, which makes it a little bit more awkward to kind of make videos around. Useless gold. But also I completely lost track of our count at the moment. I have no clue how many more we need now. But yeah, I forgot about that. That's always a little bit annoying. I much prefer when it's the other way around, the hourly switch thing, but oh well. Still easy to work around. Maybe I'll go to bed beforehand then. Just wake up super early. The only slightly bad thing about that is it moves the video back even further. And I don't know what the mood will be when I wake up in the morning. Like if I do it before I go to bed, I know I'm already going to be awake and ready to do all of it. Problem with doing it in the morning is, of course, normal morning routine and just how you actually feel at the time could vary. Could be either really tired, rested, or some kind of other weird mood. Whereas if you do it at night and just get it over with, it's a lot easier. So just go throw that down. I'm so used to staying up late too due to college. That definitely teaches you how... If I learned anything from college, It's how to stay up late and still be very productive. Actually, I feel like I'm more productive when I'm tired than like any other time. Like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Those are like some of my most productive hours. It's a really bad too because some nights I'm just like so hyper and awake because that actually happened to me this night. This is why I couldn't sleep. It's because at those hours, if I somehow accidentally do not get to bed and it's like already 1 a.m., I'm not getting any sleep. Because I'm like so awake at that time that it's like, okay, yeah, no sleeping is going to be possible. I sometimes try doing exercise to get rid of like some of that energy, but that doesn't normally work. It just gets me tired. Do like 15 minutes of exercise and then it's like, okay, now I'm worn out, but I'm not actually like, I'm maybe physically tired, but I'm not like mentally tired now. We'll go through that down and we should almost be there. We'll go through a few more battles and see how far we are. Hopefully it won't show zeros. Can you try this team out? Gorgotha, Soulblade. Soulblade's pretty bad. Wordbreaker, Voice of Orpheus. All of it except Soulblade sounds pretty nice. Soulblade I would never really advise using. It's pretty much no damage at all and barely any souls. You're better off using Dragon Soul or anything. Really that gains souls is about, except Soulblade. Soulblade has been dead content for quite a while now. Didn't even used to give souls, ironically, in the past. At one point the Soulblade gave 0 souls, which, yes, I know that makes 0 sense. But there's a lot of weird names in this game that also make 0 sense, so that was just another one of them. But yeah, I would not really advise using Soulblade, to be honest. Even if you had to go for more budget options, I would probably go with something more Reliance Valkyrie. Maybe you could use a Valkyrie with a Soulblade, though. Probably just using a standard Valkyrie team might be better. Here's some useless gold. Gnomes keep giving their most common useless drops. I don't think we've gotten a single, even remotely good drop. Well, I guess we got 5 gems, which is one of the worst, better drops. So that's not really too much better. Okay, I think we only have like 2 more battles. Do you know if when you have a vault key... Oh, there's another question I missed. Do you know if when you have a vault key, is there any chance in setting the difficulty higher than normal? No, setting it higher than normal has no effect on the rewards. You played yours on normal because you wanted to kill them before they... Yeah, play it on normal. Putting on a higher difficulty doesn't give you any additional reward. It only makes it harder to win. So just put it on the easiest possible difficulty, which of course is normal. No bonus makes it any better. The rewards are always the same. Difficulty has no effect. Armor has no effect. VIP bonus has no effect. Nothing has any effect on it. So yeah, just play it on normal difficulty. How the Wolf Garrick team go after the Black Beast Impervious discovery doesn't really change at all. The best Wolf Garrick team is still Mass Wolf Garrick, or Wolf Garrick, Fenrir, Forest Guardian, and one follow-up. The one follow-up would probably be Hero using some kind of brown weapon. Maybe even that new brown weapon wouldn't be horrible with it. That one brown-blue thing. That creates a bunch of yellow and green, was it, I think? Yeah, yellow and green, I believe it was. So basically the team would be... it would also make it easy to get Wolf Garrick cleanups as well, which is nice. But the team these days would be Wolf Garrick, Fenrir, Forest Guardian, and that beast-related bow weapon that was just added to the game would basically be the best Wolf Garrick team. The other best Wolf Garrick team is 4 Wolf Garricks. And no, I'm not kidding, it actually does work. I know, I tested it. Realistically, barely anyone has 4 Wolf Garricks. The amount of people that have that is probably only a few dozen, maybe even less. But we do have 4 Wolf Garricks, and I can confirm it does work as a team. Sadly, it's one. I think it's the only 4 mythics that you can use all the same 4 mythic and would work. Actually, that's not true. There's one other exception. You can also get away with using that with Wardbreaker, 4 Wardbreakers, and I think that would also work. But yes, 4 Wolf Garricks is technically a legitimate team. But realistically, you'd build Wolf Garrick, Fenrir, Forest Guardian, that one bow weapon using Warden class would be the team. Okay, I think that's enough kills. Let's go for one more for safety measure. And that should be enough kills to get our rewards now. I sure hope so. And if not, it should only be a few more battles, and we're pretty much already there, so not that big a deal. So let's just go, and I guess we'll grab that. Why not? That did absolutely nothing. I actually don't know why I went for that, but We'll go for another firebomb here. We'll go for that. That's definitely way overkill, so dead. And yeah, the beastly bow, that's what it's called. And there, is that it? Is that it? Ah, we didn't reach it yet. One more battle. How did I manage to battle or go one battle short? Really? Oh no, the redeem code has passed its maximum use. We'll have another one up in soon. Soon, TM. Alright, we'll throw the other one. Could you try this team out? Cabarrus, Shadow Dragon, Scion, and Gorgolfa with Kraken banner. Doesn't sound like it would work that well. Also, normally you'd put Gorgolfa in the front of a team. Gorgolfa normally is not used in last slot, and Scion is normally not used in not first slot. Actually, both of those troops tend to not be used in not first slot. But anyways, let me go take this. And there we go. We've completed our objectives. And we got our 120 gems exactly on the dot, actually. So we didn't do a single extra kill that we didn't need to do. So perfect. So now we only need 2 more gems, which we'll get in 1 more tribute, which we'll get in like 40 more minutes, which would probably also mark the end of the stream at that point. But yeah, that will probably be the end of it once we actually reach that 10,000 gem milestone. We're so close to it. We're finally going to break 10,000 gems again. Feels weird, but we got so lucky on the previous mythic that, yeah, we're pretty much already there. Not mythic. Yeah, the last mythic. We got in 50 gem keys, so we didn't even need to spend anything. We actually have a pretty nice reserve of resources. My event keys are being all spent on Monday, most likely, though. Only getting 1 copy of it, I believe. Maybe 2. I forget what it does, but we'll see. Anyways, let me go test that one team, I guess. Let's see what it can do. So let's go put this in here. Let's see. Actually, before we do, let me go do that one Wolf Garrick team as someone suggested. This one was kind of just here to mess around, but let me go put it into a serious team. Also, why is it freezing? I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's completely frozen. There it goes. We'll go move that, and what was the other thing I needed here? I needed Fenrir for the buff. There we go, and that's the team, and that covers everything, and we're good to go. Banner is not correct. I guess we throw a brown something. A brown green seems okay. So we'll go through a brown green. Actually, is there a minus banner that's good? No, not really. Brown green it is. Okay. Brown green, brown green, brown green. It's all the way over here. Where is it? There it is. Can barely recognize some of the banners anymore due to the change they got. Let me go test this real quick. Someone asking for a Wolf Garrick team, so we'll go into this and to this one first. Okay, what did I need here? I guess we'll take a nothing. None of it looks good. We'll take a yellow, I guess. If we get one more surge on it, we'll be good to go. Speaking of surge, there we go. Throw that in there. Get the huge buff. Try getting pokes. How much damage do you even have? 26. You have such a small amount of damage. Luckily, we should be able to use the bow to kind of poke it here and there as we need. Let's go throw the blue up, I guess. Gotta be really careful he doesn't take a skull. That's also concerning. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to take that skull. That brings it into perfect range, though the issue here is no mana. So let's go try getting mana. Oh, famine. That's horrible. That gets hit really hard. And there goes pretty much all of our manas. Trying to get that Devour. Really need it. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get it in time, though. Ooh, maybe. Never mind. I got it. There we go. Oh, so I almost killed him. That would have been a fail. Let me go throw that there. Get a random Devour. There we go. And now we just pretty much one-shot everything. So we'll go move that over. Get that one. And he'll take a skull. We'll go throw that down. Get our little pokes. And what else do we need? I guess we'll go move that over. Actually, I should have just gone for the... Oh, never mind. I already put the bow. No wonder why it has so much of that color on the board. But we'll go and let's move that over, I guess. Another one. Oh, really? No. What's he going to even target? What do I even let him target? Okay, well, nothing I can really do about it. We'll just buff that up. Guarantee that he won't die by any means. And at this point, all we have to do is find a skull. So if we can just find a skull poke, we win. That's all we have to do from here. Not really a team you would be using as a regular team, but it does indeed function. And done it goes. But yeah, pretty much what a Wolf Garrick team would be these days. Okay, this Revenge team I need to go take out with a normal team because there's no way we're going to be doing it with something else. It's way too strong. Are you going through all of the suggested teams? Pretty much. There's a couple of them that I missed, but definitely repost them if I haven't. I'm going to go do that one weird Gorgolfa team just to give it a shot. It's been a while since I've used not first slot Gorgolfa and not first slot Scion. Actually, I don't even think I've used both of them together, not first slot before. So I guess we'll give it a shot. If there are any other suggested teams, definitely leave them. We'll make sure to do them. Let's see. We'll go do that. Throw the blue down. Get an Furnace in there. And that's match. Pretty much. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Down. And there we go. Okay, let me go do that one match team. Let's see. How is the team score calculated, and why does it drop when you fight yourself, etc.? The team score is extremely buggy. That's all you really need to know about it. And it basically just gives you a general idea of what the basically power level of an enemy is based on their kingdom upgrades, the traits on their troops, the leveling on their troops, the traits on their troops, stuff like that. But it is a very broken system at the moment that will be reworked in the future. So do keep that in mind. Okay, we'll just take our 3 trophy here, I guess, and go do whatever our suggested team was. So let me go do the one mentioned earlier. So we'll go try the Rush Cabarrus team. Haven't seen that since it got nerfed, but we'll definitely give it a shot. Shadow Dragon, Gorgolfa last slot. I think that's the first time I've ever seen anyone put Gorgolfa last slot, though I assume it's not traded. I also assume Scion's not traded. Generally you don't use them untraded, but oh well. At least we get the extra purple from it, so we do have that going into Cabarrus if nothing else. Also pretty Daemon heavy, though we're missing red and green, which is a lot of mana to be missing for having a exploder on your team. Gorgolfa seems pretty pointless. Would be much better just to have a red-green there. Even if it was the most useless red-green ever, it would still be better than having a Gorgolfa there in this particular case. So much so, I'm actually just going to replace it right now. I don't know what with, but let's just put a Mare Lift there, I guess. If anything, it synergizes with Scion. And doesn't block either. So we'll just go with that, I guess. Really no need to have Gorgolfa there in this particular team. So we'll just do that to cover colors. And still stick with the general premise, though, and go all in on Cabarrus. I don't think a banner was suggested. Yes, it was. Kraken banner, never mind. Oh, yeah, that works. Good. So we have the +2 brown, +2 purple. That's actually oh, wait. Why is there minus purple? Wait. You would need +2, +2. Do we have +3 on this team? No. Yeah, you can't go the minus purple. We can go double brown. That would work. But we can't go minus this color like that. That's not going to work. Actually, we could just go all in on purple at this point. Yeah, let's go all in. Why not? We're already going so pure on purple. Might as well go 100% all in. So we'll go to that. Take a bunch of purples. He'll go get rid of a bunch of yellow. It's going to get drained instantly. Not a single thing I can do about that, but I can go for some other manas. He'll go do that. We have a drop for it too, so nice. Almost to full mana. And he doesn't have another drain, so... Oh, it didn't surge. Come on, we need that last little bit of mana. Go take some blues, I guess. We do use every color now, so we do have that as an option. Every purple we take just gives a huge amount of everything. Try for a Devour on... I guess the Giant Spider didn't get it. Yeah, Cabarrus really isn't worth using with its only 40% Devour chance. It's really way too random at the moment to really go for. Also, thank you for the subscribe, JP. Much appreciated. Way too random these days to really go for. Well, we got a Scion up. Can't get the other ones up, so we'll just go for browns. Purple's next, even if he gets a Skull Poke, still fine. Though he is in one-shot range, but oh well. Again, no kill. Got a Scion now, so we'll go through that. Can take yellow now, too, before he gets rid of it. Let me take that Skull, though. And what else? I guess we take a... Don't even use that green, so we'll take a blue. Yep, he already got his ability up, though we can go kill him. Do we have a drop for it, though? No, we do not. So we'll simply take it manually. And he doesn't give us anything. That finally cleanses, so we can go for a Mare Lift here. The following turn, I guess we go for it. And if that does die, we do get a pretty high damage Mare Lift follow-up. If worse comes to worse, and, well, there we go. That gives us Shadow Dragon, which won't have any alignment, so don't need to cast it yet. Guess we just get Mare Lift to full mana. That also still doesn't give us alignment, though maybe Mirror Lift will be able to give us something. He's going to get double silence, not much we can do to that. We'll go take purple just so we have full mana on everything. So regardless of what he silences, we still have an ability. And he has immune to silence, so we don't even get silence, so that works too. Actually, couldn't I have just silent him? No, I didn't have it the previous turn. But anyways, let's go through it now, so why not? And this also sticks with the whole true damage concept too, because we do have triple true damage. Pretty low damaging true damages, but still true damage nonetheless. And Shadow Dragon, can you do anything? But yeah, I wouldn't really bother with this team. Or with the Gorgulfa variant. Definitely not with the Gorgulfa variant. Normally if you're using Exploder, you want to make sure at minimum you're using 5 manas. Not necessarily all of them, but having all of them is definitely helpful. The thing with Exploders is every mana you're missing, you're losing a lot of value. So you normally don't want to lose that many if you are going down the Exploder route. So he'll go do that. Can maybe get a Shadow Dragon here? Kind of, not really. I guess we'll go for it still. We had the extra turn over there, but I wanted the higher boost ratio just in case that wasn't enough damage, and it is enough damage. And down it goes. Let's see, you're a newer player, level 125. Having success with a Gorgulfa, Black Beast, Taraxis, Corrupt Sorceress. Sounds okay. Is there something you should be looking out for that would work well with Gorgulfa? What works well with Gorgulfa? Everything. Pretty much everything can work well with Gorgulfa. Taraxis is pretty nice. You can feed that into brown, converts out blue, so you don't technically need to cover blue. I would say probably, I don't know what your next replacement would be. Probably the Black Beast, I guess, for something that would cover a bit more color in the team, just as a non-skull damage source. Something really heavy that can do damage. Maybe something like a, I'm trying to think of something that uses brown too, like a brown blue or something. Or maybe not brown blue, because you have the Taraxis for that. What else are you missing from that team? Let's see, brown, purple, red, yellow. So blue and green is what's missing. So I guess a solid brown-green damage. You can actually do that off of a hero weapon to go do that. If you go do a Donna questline, if you haven't already, and then you go do the KZL questline all the way up north, you end up getting a weapon called War and Peace. It's the quickest possible full AoE weapon you can get as a newer player, and actually works pretty good in the team you just mentioned. War and Peace hits all enemies and gives 2 attack to all your allies. 2 attack is pretty trivial this late in the game, but earlier on in the game that's actually decently effective. And like I mentioned, it's one of the few weapons you can get really easily early on that hits all enemies, and any weapon that hits everything is pretty decent. You'll also use it some for arena if you still need to farm souls. It's a pretty good weapon for using an arena, since you might not have that many other options as far as arena weapons at the moment. So has a lot of things going for it, so definitely worth using for sure. But anyways, yeah, War and Peace. That's pretty much what you'd want to throw in that team over top your Black Beast. It's actually the same colors as them too, so pretty much works out perfectly. Anyways, where was I? Let me go clear this out with Divines so we don't have to deal with it. Is this a Revenge? Yeah, it is. Revenge and Rival. Means we get 2 times the gold and we still get the Rival on top of it for even more glory. Can you try Alchemist? What was that team? Alchemist, Moneylender, Queen, Titania, and Goblin Rocket? Sure. We were messing with that earlier. Except we were doing a Yagway with him instead of a Goblin Rocket. But yeah, same difference. Goblin Rocket would be the cheaper version of not having a Yagway. So we'll go... Oh, he ruined it. I was going to go Mercy that. Okay, let me take a green here just to make sure we have an option. Oops, I left that there, didn't I? Okay, well, backup plan. There's no backup plan. We already lost. No. Not yet, but we're heading there. We're heading there. Do we gain anything from extra turns? Kind of. I guess we'll go for it. I don't need the mana, and obviously most of that was kind of a waste, but we can go for this now. That gives us enchant, not really that useful, but this hopefully has alignment. No, it doesn't, though it does have a double scroll drop. Is that worth it? We're not frozen on brown, so we'll go for that. How worth is going for that? We get a triple skull drop. Oh, never mind, we have an extra turn too. Oh, and a triple skull drop. Perfect. There we go. And yeah, we're just gonna move that now. We're all cleansed, so that's match. We already won. Or almost. I guess it's not in the bag yet, but it's pretty much there. Can move that over. Oh, before I do that, let me actually throw that down. Please cast. There we go. I almost just did a miss swipe. We'll go move that over. Take that skull. Okay, now it's over. Yeah, we can call it now. It is definitely over at this point, especially since we have alignment there. And move that one over. Take that one. Move that over. Take that one. And I guess we get diviner there because why not? Maybe magic buff. Nope. Double check alignment. No, we didn't get it. Nothing else. Actually, we got mercy. So we'll go get rid of all that. Double check board again. Don't have it. Check again. Don't have it. Check again. That should be enough damage. Actually, we probably could have just gone for the other thing, but there we go. And it was still an extra turn too, so we still had the explosion and everything else, and down it goes. Oh, you have that weapon. Oh, that works perfectly then. You don't even need to go out of your way for it. Yeah, you get it pretty early. Some people may get it and not even notice that they have it. But yeah, it's a really nice weapon for sure. It comes all the way at the end of that little quest line thing. Most newer players do have it if they're just randomly going around questing. But people that don't do as much quest might not have it. Let's see, we'll throw that down. But yeah, that weapon is the quickest full AoE weapon you can get for free on any account. It can be earned as early as about level like 30 or 40. Though realistically, most accounts would have it by about level 100 or so on average. Okay. We'll go throw down that. Because the next ones you don't really get until like level 200 or so. Unless you go for some of the hero class ones like Creeping Death and such, but then you have to go out of your way for it a little bit. Alright, we'll throw an Infernus down. It should be almost enough damage. And there it goes. Cascades into 5 times skulls, which is an extra turn we didn't even need in that case, but hey, I'll take it. Free extra turns are definitely not complaining about those, that's for sure. Anyways, how's our gold stack looking these days? Oh, how do we get an extra gem? Where did that gem come from? I think from our defend. Interesting. So we're now 1 gem away from the goal I had this stream, which was, excuse me, which was to get 10,000 gems. I think we came pretty close. Actually, I need to screenshot that. I haven't seen that for a while. That's just such a tease. Setting a goal of getting 10,000 gems, then being at 9,999 gems. Of course, it would take us like seconds. We could literally just hit this button right here and have that gem most likely, but we're gonna have to earn that gem. Maybe we'll eventually get it from another defender or something. Actually, I could just go in maps too if I really wanted it. We could just go in map real quick. Speaking about maps, let me go give out the other redeem code, which actually does have some maps in it too. So let's actually go use one and go get a key. I mean, to get a gem real quick from it. That'd be a fail if I actually don't get a gem drop. But let's go try. Save this. Put that there. Double check that actually works. That'd be important. Let's see. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Make sure I'm not a robot. Click redeem. And it's loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. There we go. And should be good. Let me go put this below me. Then I'll go put it in chat. And then we'll be good to go. So here's the redeem code, everyone. Right there. You can use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. The redeem code is as it is below, as well as I'm about to post in chat. The invite code can be found underneath the options menu. Just go click OK on that. Boom. And let me go and copy paste the thing into the chat. 1 second. Somewhere's in here it is. Where to go? Where to go? Go copy that. Boom. And there you guys go. You will waste 50 gems tonight? Why will I waste 50 gems tonight? What am I doing that will waste 50 gems tonight? I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand. What will we be using 50 gems for? But anyways, your invite code can be found underneath your settings, underneath the invite code section. And the redeem code is, of course, what we just posted below, as well as in the chat. Dungeon pack. Oh, yeah, I will be wasting 50 for the dungeon pack. You are correct on that. Oh, well. We'll find more gems somehow. We'll get it off of tributes. Off all the tributes we'll be getting, that will make up for it some. Especially if I claim a couple between now and then. I don't know for sure if I'll be doing that because I might not be playing the entire time or barely any of that time, if any of that time. But, yeah, I would probably get it back from tributes, so not that big a deal. Anyways, yeah, my tributes more than pay for the thing every single day, which how big of a tribute we have normally. Anyways, let me go do one treasure hunt real quick. off the redeem code. Oh, by the way, the redeem code gives a normal reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. I didn't even open either of those 2 gem keys either, so let's see what we get. From one, we get a runic, which I actually don't mind. That's better than a ultra rare for me. And then we get a falconer, which is not better than ultra rare because it's one we already have. Anyways, let's go to a treasure hunt real quick and go get the 1 gem we need, just so we can have over 10,000. So this will be the easiest way to do this without actually spending any gem keys or gold keys or anything. So I'll go move that. I need to try getting to green chests and basically just stop at the green chest. That'll give us the best chance of actually getting specifically gems. So that is our goal. Get like 5 green chests, and that wouldn't guarantee us the fact that we'd get it, but it'd be pretty close to a guarantee at that amount. So that's the goal right now. Got 1 green chest. Now I just need like a few more of those. So we're gonna move that. Doing this map probably a little bit too quick. Probably should be going a little bit slower on it, just so we can try getting those bigger resources, because I do need gems. There we go. We got 2 of them. Hopefully we'll get lucky on one. Oops, I should have taken the the bronze coin thing. I'm taking this way too quick, but oh well. It's not like we're trying for some kind of high score here. Just trying to get ourselves some green chests. Barely. Got like 1 of them. Let's see if we can get another one over here. So that should hopefully help us just a little bit. And there we go. Okay, that's all we need. That better give me a gem. Come on, we got 3 chances here. It's a 1 in 4 chance that we get a gem. There we go, we got it. And as exactly on the dot, the nice, precious looking 10,000 gems. There's the one last gem that gives it to us. Barely anything from that, but it does give us our final gem that we need for 10,000 once again. That nice clean 10,000 gem count. Look at that, 4 zeros at the end. Very nice looking. It's not going to last for long, but at least for now we have a nice looking 10,000 gem stack. It's only going to be over 10,000 again until later tonight. As mentioned, when we go open the pack, it'll go below 10,000 again, and then by the end of tomorrow's stream, it'll be back above it, and then at the end of the other stream, it'll be back below it again. So it's just going to go all over the place, but for now, it's at a nice looking 10,000, so at least we got that, and that was one of the other main goals this stream, was to get it to that point, and we actually did achieve that. So that was nice. Wasn't that important of a goal, but we did reach it. Okay. Had no consequence on anything, but oh well. Might as well try setting little mini goals. Throw an Infernus there, and get the damage down. Get another Infernus. Is it time efficient using the Divine team, but replacing Diviner with Fair Shra? No, because there's no other soul gain. With Fair Shra, you need another soul gainer, and I don't believe there's a second soul gainer that is Divine. That's the only real issue with it, with Divine Isabella, and why you don't really see me running it that much, or really at all. But yeah, if we go under Divine, nothing gains. Actually, I'm gonna go under this Divine. If I go under Divine and I go under Soul, oh, there's a Valkyrie. So I guess we could go something Divine Isabella Valkyrie related. But that would be basically our entire team. It would have to be basically something first slot, Valkyrie, Divine Isabella, Fair Shra, or something along that kind of premise. Yeah, because Valkyrie is the only Divine in the game that would be able to gain souls, other than weapons. Technically, every weapon would also work, but well, every weapon that gains souls, but that also leaves you with such few options. So yeah, pretty much Valkyrie and the Fair Shra with a Divine Isabella and one other troop. But at that point, your entire team was just being built around it. And you do need that other troop, or else you're not going to get enough souls off of Fair Shra. Having a Fair Shra with no other soul gainer is basically pointless. You might as well not even have the Fair Shra on the team. I've tried it a couple times in the past, and yeah, it just doesn't work. You need the other components. Okay, we'll go and move this down so we have a follow-up next turn. He doesn't ruin it, so perfect. And that's essentially just match right there. Throw an Infernus down, get our alignment we need. And we don't have it, do we? Nope. Okay. Divine Isabella backup plan. Throw down blue. That gives a magic buff. Very nice. Throw that down. Get a bunch of damage. I like how we get a magic buff and then we start skull spamming. Let's go get a magic buff so we can start skull spamming. Sounds perfect logic. get the stat up that doesn't even help boost ratio or thing. But hey, that strategy actually does work with this team, as strange as that may seem. It's not something you would normally do, but for whatever reason, it does technically work with this team. Going for a magic buff, then going straight into skull spam. Doesn't make any sense at all, but it works perfectly. Anyways, let's throw that down, and that's way more than enough damage. Way overkill. Oh, not way overkill, but like 70 damage or something over. Regardless, it's dead. Also, anyone just getting here, make sure to use the redeem code below. It is the last redeem code for today, but we'll have another 2 tomorrow. If anyone still has any questions or anything you want me to go over, definitely leave them in chat, and we'll make sure to go over them. Anyways, we'll get a Mercy there. Get an Furnace down. Go from there. He's countering me with the almost same team. He's actually using Queen Aurora on it, which is kind of interesting. Definitely works. What's he using instead? Oh, he's not using a Mercy. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I'll go throw this down, get that going. Get a, I guess, thing down there. And what else do I need? We'll go take that down. Grab that. Move that. Alignment, where are you? There we are. Get that down. Throw in Furnace to start to pop some of these barriers. Before we do, though, I guess we'll pop them by actually hitting them. Because why not? And get a Mercy in there. Keep our things alive. Clear out this entire board. No magic buff, unfortunately. At this point, we're just... Oh, I should have taken that Skull Poke. Could have gotten rid of that barrier. And I don't have alignment here, so that doesn't work. Okay, we'll just throw this down, I guess. Yeah, I could have gotten rid of that barrier, but oh well. And what else do we need from here? I guess we just go for the poke. Let's match. And down it goes. And there we go. Hey, we're almost about to gain a level 2. Definitely should be able to reach it by the end of the stream. Not like we really need that level, but hey, a level is more than not a level. So I'll take it. We reach about 6,000 PvP points too, which is pretty low, but that's okay for me, I guess. Actually, what even is a leaderboards these days? I'll go double check. Go through in a Furnace here. Get a Mercy. Get a Furnace down. And go from there. Can you go over how team score is calculated and why you instance that a team of yours at 10k significantly lower when you fight yourself? Team score, there really isn't any advanced way to go over it because it acts really weird for no reason many times. But some noteworthy things is, for whatever reason, your hero class counts less points than anything else. Like if you have a legendary hero class using a mythic weapon and you have like a common, like the hero will be worth less than that common. It's really weird. It's based on your hero leveling, your kingdom leveling, your hero level, and your amount of traits on each troop, your amount of ascension, and your amount of leveling overall, as well as all the extra bonuses from like guild and stuff like that, is basically what determines the total amount of points. It sometimes gets manipulated when looking at it through different menus for no reason whatsoever. So you can look at it at 3 different instances, like one right here, one in here, one in like your defend, and one somewhere else. It could be the same team in every location, yet it could be, I mean, the same team everywhere, yet it could appear like 3 different scores for whatever reason. Why this is, I do not know. I don't even know if they know. And yeah, there really isn't too much to say about it. It's basically just a combination of your hero level combined with all your hero stats. I mean, all of your troop stats and their traits and everything else. Traits add, I believe, about 25 points each, and every single point more, and certain stats increase that number and stuff like that. And then you eventually just get one gigantic total. And there's also glitches that can make it deliberately less than, like you can make a 10,000 team look like a 7,000 team and make it actually appear in PvP as a 7,000 team. There's a lot of weird glitches you can do with it. The only real general thing you need to know is the higher this number, the stronger the team generally is as far as upgrades, traits, ascension, stuff like that, and just standard stats. But there's a lot of weird exploits and glitches and everything with it. It really isn't a number you should really look at too much. Just as a general kind of theme, earlier on in the game is a little bit better of a judgment call as far as like really easy to really hard teams. But later in the game, it serves essentially no purpose whatsoever, simply because of how glitched it is. What was the World Breaker Glitter Call team you mentioned the other day? I mentioned a couple different ones, but one you're probably referring to is Guardian class, or Dragon Guard, using a Mountain Crusher weapon, which you get around 35 brown. It's that 11 brown hero weapon thing that does a bunch of explosions. It's basically like a mini Gorgulf in a way. There's that weapon. You follow that up with a Dragon Soul, followed by a World Breaker, and then a Glitter Claw behind it. I believe that was the team you were referring to. Alright, we'll go through that down. And you can also replace the Glitter Claw with a Fairish Raw if you want to do it for soul farming, because you have the Dragon Soul on your team, so you're already using that for souls for him. Let's see. Is Artima useful? Gorgultha's better. So generally Artima's never used, because you could just use a Gorgultha instead. There's very, very, very few instances you would actually use an Artima. The only time you'd really use an Artima over a Gorgultha is if they're using some kind of skull spam team that you just absolutely want to dodge for whatever reason. Or if they happen to be using a very annoying on-skull effect, like let's say for example a Scion or a Death Mark of some kind, or Death Touch, then you might want to use a Artima, but even in those cases, I still, most of the time, still go Gorgultha, just because of how much more mana generation it has. Artima is really only used if it has a bonus on a given week. If it has like 10,000 or 20,000% bonus, it's worth considering putting it into a team and building it into something. But any week it has 0 bonus, it's pretty much just ignored, because in most cases, Gorgultha is just better. So people just use Gorgultha instead. It has a pretty decent amount of damage. It also has the highest dodge in the game, which in some cases is better than mitigation, because when you dodge something, they don't apply skull effects. So for example, his Entangle wouldn't have applied if we did a 40% dodge, which is particularly useful for Artima too. Main thing Artima has compared to Gorgultha is its high damage output, not only off its ability, but 50% chance to hit immediately through to true damage is pretty nice on it. And you can even do that into one shots if you gave it like a Stargazer attack buff. It's also ran pretty commonly with the Oracle hero class, which is what's it called? Which is part of the whole Centaur team. So you basically build a whole team of Centaurs out of it. That's about the only time. So of course, when like Centaurs have 10% or something, or 20%, it's a pretty good idea to go run them. It's probably going to be pretty interesting using an Artima too as well in raids when that comes around. In raids or in invasion, because it could come up if it's Divinian Fields or Centaurs. It would still be basically the same thing, because the team would be the exact same regardless, I believe. So yeah, we might get to see it in the next upcoming weeks. We'll have to see if it comes around. Okay, this board is not going to work out. I'm going to do a really bad move here, but I'm going to do it. I just want to kind of get itself like a board set up so we could do it now. Come on, this better have something for us. There we go. All that just to get nothing would be horrible, but luckily we still get something out of it. That dies and should be able to win now just at this point. So we'll go for that. Double check everything else. Do we go for this gamble? Yeah, we go for it. Didn't get it, but we managed to get it off the top, so never mind, we did get it. So we'll go for that. Get that down. Double check for convert. No, we did not have it for sure. So I guess we'll go throw, I guess, some explosions. Why not? It's pretty much dead. One more scope poke, he's dead. If he could stop doing anything. Okay, never mind. He'll just get Infernus then. I meant Dragon Guard. Did I say Guardian class? I meant Dragon Guard. I don't know why I said Guardian class. Same difference. If I say Guardian class, I mean Dragon Guard. Close enough. Same. They both have guard in their name. Close enough. Yeah, we'll get a Mercy in there. See if we can get an Infernus. Do we have any follow-up that's really worth it? Yeah, we can go get that, I guess. Get some pokes. Take that down. Double check anything else we might have. Move that over, move that over. Double check there, take a skull. Nothing else we need to go for. Throw the Infernus down. Yeah, throw the Infernus down. Go for that. See if we can get anything here. Double check. Not really. Guess we can now. So we'll go for that. Get that. Take a poke. Throw Infernus into that. Should be able to kill that out so they're both next to each other. Get them both damaged. I love the quick pace of this team too. It's really nice. You're basically like always doing something. You can actually, if you can start getting a really good cycle with it, you can basically just keep casting without any downtime. It's really funny. You'd have to have really quick reaction time though, and actually have really good board setup too, because sometimes you might not have the board set up to really instantly cast like that. It's really funny because you can just keep going like one into the next into the next. It can get pretty quick paced if you can actually keep up with the location of the converts really quickly. Yeah, I really love this thing. Definitely a lot of potential with it. A lot of flexibility. Really fast pace. A lot of fun to use. I'm actually using her a lot more than I initially ever anticipated to. I knew I was going to use her some with some really weird divine teams, but yeah, it just works out so nicely. And it also counters this team. I think that's one of the main reasons why I'm actually using this team too. It counters the most annoying team that exists in the game. Not with Corvash, but with a Kraken or a Dawnbringer there. Is the most annoying team currently in the game, or at least the one I feel like is the most annoying. So really nice that this can deal with it without even breaking a sweat. Pretty much just tears through it like nothing, which is really nice. So we're gonna get rid of purple here. Almost did blue. Well, actually, I was gonna do blue, but apparently don't need it. Furnace dead. Actually, could just gone right into Infernus. Didn't even need that. Let's see. Can you try the Alchemist, Moneylender, Queen? Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't do that earlier. Let me go do that against not Freeze, because it would be bad against Freeze. Yeah, let me go do that real quick. I pretty much have the team set up already. Don't I have it right down here? No, okay, let me just do it from scratch, I guess. Not that big a deal. Go build it real quick. Pretty standard Alchemist Hellcat. I mean, Alchemist, the other version of Hellcat, Alchemist Moneylender. The cheaper version of it that pretty much everyone has. Though then again, Moneylender I don't believe is even in the drop pool at the moment. He will be probably in a couple of weeks. But most people probably got him during the event, unless you're like a really new player that kind of just started like a week ago or so. But he'll be in the drop pool in a couple weeks if you don't already have him. He's a lot easier to obtain than Hellcat, since he's only a rare once he does get added to. I like how I still have him at rare. He's such a low rarity right now, but oh well. He's still at base rarity, actually. Didn't even bother getting another additional copy of him at all. Anyways, let me go and... Wait, how do we only have one copy of him? Don't you get two whenever you buy the pack? Did we get gypped a copy? We'll go for... What was I just doing? Moneylender, Queen T, and... not that T. Normal T. Just a T as in like thank you T. And Goblin Rocket. Actually, normally you would use Goblin Rocket in front of it. Oi. Move that. Boom, boom. And main reason for that is just for the board control. And for this team, we just go standard double yellow. It should be good to go. Actually, you don't even need double yellow. Go double. Go, there it is. +2 red, +1 yellow, -1 brown. And again, is there a minus green banner that also does something like that? You'd think so. You would think like a minus green banner would have like double red in it, but no. I don't believe any of them do. Nope. Okay, anyways, let's just go into a team. I mean, in battle. He barely uses any colors, but he uses them pretty well. He has that weird loop thing going, or at least attempt at it. What do we need to move here? I guess let's take the yellow. Get him the full man off Surge. Oh wait, never mind. We didn't cast Alchemist yet. I forgot that's kind of required. Oops, so we have minus brown too. That probably wasn't the greatest of idea then. But we'll go... It might have been a slightly bad banner choice then. Forgot we do need the slightly quick brown though. At this point it doesn't really matter. Because I believe we were started enough that essentially just auto win. We already got all of his gold too. I don't even need to go do Goblin Rocket. I mean, I don't even need to go do... the Alchemist there. So go through that down. Double check for any kind of converts that we might have. I need to go get all of our yellow up, so any way that we could go do that would be very nice to go do. I'm gonna go take the skull real quick because we can. Go take this because it should align it. and then we get the Alchemist there. Off our alignments, that then gives us Money Lender to full mana again. We use Goblin Rocket for board control, we throw that for free. Never mind, we already won, but you keep repeating that until you do win, and that's pretty much the battle every single time. And yeah, it works pretty decently. And I do not want to use it against freeze though, because it will die if it gets frozen. Most teams will. That's why I use this. That's the whole reason why we use this. Anti-freeze. Does that team work with something other than Furnace? Which team are you referring to? The team I'm using right now? Yes, you can use Garuda there. You can also use Goblin Rocket there. You can also use... I'm trying to think of another Divine that actually fits there. Well, not, I know those weren't Divine, but... well, there's not really many Divines that fit there. But basically, any red-yellow, you pretty much slap into that slot. It has to use yellow, though. That is required. I must use yellow. It's kind of the whole premise of this team, is the mass yellow that it does. And it must use yellow, and it must do damage, whatever you put there in its place. But as long as it follows those two things, you can put basically whatever there. And whatever your strongest option is what you would put there, as far as damage output. Ideally, something that has at least a chance of extra turning, though that is by no means required. But yeah, as long as it's yellow and as long as it damages, that's what you can put there. And of course, Divine is also pretty useful, assuming you have Divine or Shabella fully traded. Go move that. Take a skull. Actually, I didn't even need to do that. I would die to burn anyway, so I don't know why I did all the other little stuff. Let's go get that level. Let's see. Okay, into the next one. Hey, Vangor! You've been a while since you've been around. Have you came back to Gems of War since the most recent pay-to-wins? But they added raids and invasions since you last came in. They're both fun to play, but the leaderboards are owned by the highest bidder as far as gems thrown at it. But as far as the game modes, they're actually quite a bit of fun. Definitely worth at least giving a shot at, especially since you can easily do them for free. But winning them overall is not possible for free, unfortunately. But participating in them is definitely really easy. And it does have a nice curve to it. Allows every player to play as well. Even if you're like a brand new player, you can still participate in raids and invasions, at least to a small degree. Of course, then it starts getting quite a bit harder and is more geared towards late game players. But yeah, it does have a nice spread in that it works for pretty much everyone. It has some pretty nice rewards too. Bunch of orbs and such, which makes things easier to upgrade. Actually pretty convenient. Really good for newer players too, those orbs. But yeah, later players can still hoard them and use them for new kingdoms and such. Yeah, I know. Raid bosses are basically as strong. Basically, everything with the two new game modes is what dungeons should have been in the first place, to be honest. That should have basically been dungeons, and these two other game modes should have been just like something else. But yeah, that is basically what dungeons... That is a good way of putting it. I never really thought about that. But yeah, that is basically how dungeons should have been when they first came out. Is exactly what raids and invasions are now. Not the pay-to-win aspect, but the whole scaling and getting stronger and all that kind of aspect. They do need to do something to rework dungeons already. It's just way too easy. I still laugh at the fact that they originally said that was supposed to be like mid to late game content. It's like, no. Not even remotely close. I think we got it destroyed as low as a level 52 account. And the lowest level you can even unlock it at is like 45 or something, or almost 50. So, yeah. Okay, we'll go... Oh, that wasn't supposed to die, but oh well. Not that big a deal. Throw this down. If it will let... Please, click. There we go. And get that down. Move that over. Get a skull over there. Get a Infernus in it. And that's dead. That is super dead. I don't even need to do anything. He'll just die to burn. Hello, Alfie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is Garuda good? It's bad in that it doesn't have any extra turn potential. It's good for damage. It's good for progressing through a battle. And it's good for its storm. It starts a little bit slow. It's not something you would run for a very quick PvP team. But it is definitely a really solid damage source if you don't have other options. I would use it mainly as a placeholder for until you get better troops to replace it. But things like Infernus, Gorgoltha, Infernus and Worldbreaker would eventually be its replacements and essentially... excuse me, wow. But yes, Infernus and Worldbreaker would basically be its replacement in every possible team that you would ever use it in. But it's a nice placeholder until you get those mythics. So, yeah, it's not something you would really want to consistently use as, like, your main thing. But for when you need just, like, a budgeted troop, just as a placeholder for a little while, it's definitely really nice to have as a damage source. Can start to stack out quite a bit of damage over time, but again, the main issue it has is it starts at a pretty average amount of damage. It doesn't work up to that larger damage until you pretty much already won, which kind of defeats the point of going quick. But yeah, it's definitely really nice. It's not something you'll really ever see me using because there's better late game alternatives, but it's a nice nice troop to have as a utility, just for until you get the better utilities, or the better damage sources, I should say. Alright, we'll throw that down, and that's match. Get a Mercy down just for the cleanse, because why not? And that's way overkill. And down it goes, if you will line, and down it goes. If anyone has anything else you want to mention, any questions or anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be heading out soon. Actually, probably right now. There's that tribute I was talking about. Oh no, we broke it! We have 10,001 gems, and now we're going to have even more. How many? Let's see those gems. Oh, we only got a 4 tribute. Really? That's like the smallest one we got in a while. That's still 3 gems is 3 gems. I'll take it. I never really realized it's like 1 gnome's worth of gems. It's pretty sad. If we had to go look at everything that we get from like a 10 tribute, that's like 5 gnomes right there when he's giving such horrible drops. It's kind of funny. Also, there's something else I didn't even notice. The gnome doesn't actually drop glory. It's kind of odd, but I guess that kind of makes sense. Glory is normally only given from PvP situations normally. Does Cedric only gain 100% gold from the battle gold at the top of the screen? Yes, it's only the battle gold. For example, the gold that you see right there, he does not boost that value. He does not boost that value. He does not boost that one. No, no, no. All these little values here, he does not. The ones at the top of the screen during natural battle, he does. So yes, he's as useless as everything else, like alchemists and such. They don't really help much, and all the merchants, they don't really help much. But yeah, so yeah, that value doesn't get increased. It's calculated independently. Your armor bonus and VIP bonus raises it, but for whatever reason, the bonus within the battle itself does not raise it. It's kind of weird. What's a good low-level team with Demostraxia? A team that doesn't use Demostraxia is a good low-level team with Demostraxia. I would not really advise using the troop. You'd be better off just using a Goblin Rocket, to be honest. Like an Alchemist, Moneylender, Goblin Rocket would do way better than a Demostraxia ever will. Biggest issue with Demostraxia is it's not 100% chance to burn, and it's also pretty low damage, even for early game, as well as there's just way better red yellows out there. Red yellow is a really powerful color, and he's one of like the least effective color that there really is. Plus, you have to do a whole quest line to go get him. I'm not trying to troll you. There's just seriously no Demostraxia out there. Like, seriously, we can go... I'll go show you right now. We can easily go do much better with Alchemist, Moneylender, Double Goblin Rocket. I'm not even, like, kidding with that. That is way stronger than you could ever get away with. Because you actually get extra turn potential and board control and such. You don't have to deal with the whole lack of losing your turn kind of aspect. Nor the fact that he can just randomly troll you by not doing burn, which is always annoying. But, yeah, we could just simply win with this, and it's going to probably win quicker as well as more effectively and with an infinite loop than the other team ever would. Or anything that you could ever build out of the other troop, but we'll just go move that real quick. Try getting the alignment we need. Ideally, we'll get to full mana and not even waste a single turn. This is still our first turn, by the way. And I intend to keep it that way if we can. Let's actually see if we can first turn this. That'd actually be a really good example start. Though I don't think we can actually get it here. So maybe not the best start example, but we'll go move that down. And yep, that gives it to us. Perfect. So this is first turn, by the way. We have not given the AI a single turn. And hopefully we'll be able to keep it that way. Do I take that yet? No, I don't take that yet. We'll go move that. Now we take that over. Oops, I think I just ruined myself already. Good job. We'll go take this. Move those closer to each other. I like how I pretty much failed that, but we'll throw that down. That fixes all of my mistakes pretty much. I do want to keep reds and yellows on the board. Do need to get this aligned. So let me go do that right now before I do some kind of grave mistake that completely ruins it. So we'll go throw this down so we can go get all of our mana. That gives us another Goblin Rocket. We'll just throw that in the corner because we can. Throw this down. Automatically gets it back up. We just keep spamming this essentially until we win. And yeah, it just works so much better. That we could ever hope to use out of Demonstraxia. Demonstraxia ends your turn and basically does almost the value of what a single Goblin Rocket does. Pretty much. So we'll throw that down, get our mana right back up. Throw another Moneylender, get everything back up. And this is turn 1, by the way. We gave 0 turns to the enemy so far. So we'll do that to go get a skull. A lot of board control. Really good way to learn board control, too, is using a team like this. And there we go. We won on first turn, giving the enemy 0 turns. And, yeah, that's pretty much the team. And it's really cheap. It's 2 rares and 2 ultra rares. And those 2 ultra rares are the exact same troops, so you upgrade 1, you get them both upgraded. They also do not require that many traits, so you only need first trait Goblin Rocket and second trait Alchemist, ideally. Though first trait Goblin Rocket's the only really needed one. It helps to have the other one, though, not really that required. And yeah, as you can see, it's pretty overpowered. It's one of those really weird infinite loop teams. Ideally, you'd replace both of these with higher tier troops, like a Queen Titania, Yagwe, stuff like that. But you can easily get away with double Goblin Rocket if you don't have any other option. And because of troops like these, you don't ever really use Demonstraxia, because in comparison to what we just did there, Demonstraxia is nothing. If we go compare Demonstraxia to this, it is near useless. It is 34 split damage, randomly split among all enemies. A Goblin Rocket is 20... Okay, I guess it's a little bit less. Actually, quite a bit less. It's 22 damage compared to 34, but with how much easier you get this, plus extra turn, plus the mana generation, plus the board control, if you even do that into a skull, you just did like double the damage the Demonstraxia would have done. Of course, it does have the burn chance, but you can also burn off his skulls if you want to use them more up front. And not only that, but... it's just better. It's just better. Even though it's initially lower impact, you get so much extra turn potential that it doesn't really matter, because you automatically end your turn every time you cast Demonstraxia, whereas you have a 100% chance you don't end your turn, assuming he's not frozen, every time you cast a Goblin Rocket. So even if you don't land him in an extra turn, you still get the extra turn. Shentang Banner? What is Shentang Banner? Yes, Shentang Banner actually would work better. I don't know why I keep using the banner I am using right now. Shentang actually is quite a bit better, so yes. Yeah, anyways, yeah. Anyways, yeah, good double Goblin Rocket that. Way better than Demonstraxia. You never really need to ever use Demonstraxia. I can't think of a single instance where Demonstraxia would actually be useful these days, due to everything that currently exists within the game, and combinations. Let's see. What do you experience? Transcend trait kill your troop on taking 4 times? Yes, Transcend can kill your troop. I may have said otherwise in the past, but yes. Transcend does kill you. If you transcend and you only have 1 or 2 HP left, you will kill your troop. And the same works if the enemy does the same. So do be careful with that. And do keep that in mind. And do carry a HP buff just in case. What do you think of Yagwe, Alchemist, Moneylender, Emperina? Sounds perfectly fine. Interesting way to keep a Yagwe alive, that is for sure. Good way to try to use a Emperina. Yeah, basically anything Alchemist Moneylender is pretty solid. There's almost no wrong combination as long as you have the things that actually use the mana efficiently. Almost everything works with it. It's a really strong combination at the moment. It's one of the most efficient infinite loops, especially since it uses 2 rares, so it's really easy to obtain too. What about Magnus? Actually, what is Magnus? I almost forgot what it is. What sort of team is good for him? Magnus. Why can I not remember what he is? Oh, Magnus? Oh, he's that weird stats effect guy. Oh no, he's a really weird niche kind of troop that you kind of just throw into stuff. I was using him a lot with Plague and things, but of course that's a little bit overkill since Plague is a mythic. And you can kind of already get his ability without the Plague. But I don't know, I normally just use it behind a Gurgoltha and just plop it into random teams. I haven't really found much of a really good use for him. You may have noticed after his week, I kind of stopped using him for the most part. He's still really good for Last Slot Impervious. That's about the only thing I'd really use him for these days. His random stats effects are way too random. His disease aspect is very rarely comes into play. And he ends his turn, so not as good as maybe like a Christine X or a Dragon Soul, where it still has extra turn potential, or a Queen Titania, where again has extra turn potential. Still a pretty decent amount of damage, but overall, I don't know, there really isn't any consistent team that I would use for regular PvP that uses him. He's a little bit too slow and a little bit too random to really do it. Yeah, Code's dead. We already gave out 2. We'll have another 2 tomorrow. Let's see. What is the point of Transcend? What do you mean by Transcend? Do you mean Ascend or Transcend? Oh, Transcend. It's for the purpose of, it's really good on Diviner. It's mainly meant for giving them extra magic. This is particularly good on Diviner because there's a 1 in 3 chance that it'll give a magic buff. And while there's only a 1 in 3 chance that it'll actually end up using its magic value to give more magic to everything on your team, that effect is ridiculously good, giving additional magic to everything on your team. So the fact that it does that is actually really strong. There's a couple other troops that have it. For the most part, Transcend, it's a kind of like give and take kind of ability. Can sometimes be really bad on some troops, but it's currently on these 4. Spellblade, basically useless. Spearmaster, really good early on in the game. You can stack basically instant kills every time with it, though you'd have to really monitor his HP and make sure you give the buff. Emperor Liang, it works okay with because it gives HP to itself if it ends up targeting its own color. So it's basically never going to die to its own Transcend. Diviner could potentially die to it, though you generally use it on teams that don't have an HP buff. The main reason is you just basically use it to try to get that one gigantic magic buff onto your allies, and then once you get that gigantic magic buff, you pretty much just auto-win. You see that a lot when I keep doing it with the Infernus. Once he gets one magic buff, he basically like 2-shots the entire battle. And that's basically the reason you use Transcend. It keeps gaining more and more magic. Almost every single Transcend basically increases that by 1. Actually, I believe it does. I believe it's magic divided by 2 plus 1, I believe, is this thing. So that's 7 plus 1, that's 8. And every single Transcend, I believe, is giving us 1 additional magic. So if it transcends, let's say 5 times, and then we get that, boom, that's 13 magic for our Infernus, which is a lot of extra damage. So yeah, works pretty nicely. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading off for now. We will be back later tonight at 6.5 hours from now. We'll be back to just mess around with the raids tonight. We'll see what we get from our orbs. We do have 2 orbs to go open, so we'll see if we get lucky on those. We'll be probably trying out maybe a different team for invasions. Maybe do some of our older ones. We'll see exactly what we'll run with, but any suggestions, definitely make sure to leave them at the beginning of the stream tonight, and I'll definitely make sure to do them. But yeah, we'll be back 6.5 hours at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to go do the invasions. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow morning as well. We'll have 2 more redeem codes then, and I will start at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning, which is 3.5 hours prior to now. Tomorrow is when that will be. Anyways, guys, I will see you all later. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget, this Monday is the new legend coming in through event keys, so you'll probably want to throw event keys then. And next Friday, obviously not today, but next week's Friday, starts Bounty, which is in 6 days and 13 hours to be exact, which is tomorrow morning's, next Friday's reset morning day. Or the reset in the morning on next Friday. But yes, exactly at the time. 6 days, 13 hours away. So we'll get to see what Bounty Hunter is. Bounty Hunter is the last new feature of this current patch that we haven't gotten to see yet. It's amazing that they're already about to kind of think about releasing 3.35, yet we haven't even seen the next feature of 3.3 yet, which we're already in, which is kind of amazing to think. I've never actually seen a patch where they added this many content. Of course, guild invasions and raids were basically the exact same thing, but still, I'm really curious what they did with Bounty. To my understanding, it's quite a bit different than it better be, than raids and invasions, but yeah, we'll see what it is in 6 days, 13 hours, hopefully something nice. But anyways, guys, have a good weekend. I will see you all later. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye, everyone.